You are leaving the town of Crossroads. Some of you, for the first time since you were born here, some of you are just passing through on your way to your final destination. But all in all of you are leaving upon the same caravan. So let's get an introduction of everyone. Let's start with Scott over here. Who's Scott?
Oh, me.
Oh, we're going method.
I'm doing
Ryker.
names of I'm doing names of players, then names of characters.
Right. So, Ryker is a black taxi. Fully black. Black fur and yellow eyes. He is light and graceful, smooth on his feet. He plays the part of a playboy and is always looking for the next thrill. He is incredibly clever and certain of his cleverness, never believing that he may be bested in the art of deceit and manipulation. Quick to smile and with a glint in his eye, you can't help but like this playful rogue. The playful exterior belies a spy that misses little and will do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. During the caravan, you probably see him smile at you. Probably looks the half-orc up and down a couple of times and gives a wary smile. I mean, Ephraim, he knows you, so he doesn't really care much what you're up to. A little look familiar. I'll get to you later.
So that was Scott, our first player of the night. Now we have Matt.
And I am playing Gavyn, the half-orc barbarian. Gavyn he's not your typical half-orc. His tusks are small. He is in between the thin human of his mother and the rather large orc of his father. He has dark, jet black, shaggy hair that covers his piercing gray eyes that if you get close enough to look into, you will see very tired eyelids and a lot of pain in the eyes. He wears simple clothing, farmer's clothing, and he is sitting on the caravan, dodging looks from the rogue and counting out his latest winnings in the fighting pit.
Okay, and then next we have Brandon, who is Ephraim Gold.
Yes. Ephraim would be kind of giving everything an appraising look, including the surroundings, like the natural surroundings, any wildlife, just taking note of anything that will pass by. His clothing is wearing traveler's clothes that seem to hint at some form of social standing, though it's not like, look at me. And he just sort of tends to keep to himself along the road.
And then last we have Seren Dipity. Forgive me, I'm saying that. Kayla. Thank you. I don't know why I suddenly forgot.
No, you did. And the only girl here, it's fine.
I know, I'm glad.
Seren has a little bit of a cold, so I'm not going to do her voice.
Okay.
But, so Seren is a halfling. She's kind of tall for a halfling. She's about 3 feet, so, you half orc and to back to people's. She has white hair and green eyes. She's not super old, but she's middle-aged for a halfling. She's wearing traveling clothes, and the only thing that really stands out about her is she's wearing a cloak that has patches of color on it. So, they've just been kind of sewed together in a patchwork style. She would be paying slight attention to Ephraim and maybe acknowledging a glance or two for Ryker. But otherwise spending most of her time checking her component pouch and stroking a fur that is attached to her.
And we have one other player who is running late today. His name is Tom, and Is that him right
that's
now?
not him.
Okay. His name is Tom, and his character is suddenly now I'm drawing a blank again.
Vulas Tular.
Vulas Tular, who is a human.
Let me read it out.
Yeah, go ahead and spell it for me since I'm writing them down real quick.
Vulas Tular. Vulas Tular is a confident yet naive human male. His long blonde hair and a thin beard adorn his head, and he always pulls his hair back into a disheveled bun whenever he's about to start something requiring his full attention. He has deep gray eyes and a voice much deeper and warm than you would expect from someone his age. A lifetime of striking hot iron and working the plume has given him the body of an athlete. While looking and acting like he can handle himself, he has little experience outside his shop and has little knowledge about the world at large. He talks big but is incredibly naive, easily persuaded by others, and easily impressed by the strangers he meets.
And that will be Tom when he finally shows up from work. And then last, I am Anthony, your DM.
Hi, Anthony.
Oh, sorry, what was your name again?
I forgot for like
It's
point two.
And it's a bit, things are starting to bloom, so I might have a bit of a cough today. Though I'm not sick. It's just allergies.
I'm sick.
It's springtime.
Yeah, I know. I
Or-
don't like the spring.
No, stop there. You said it. You said
So you are traveling for 2 weeks south of the crossroads, down to the border of the Clarenwood, where sits a tiny hamlet known as Brandel. Brandel is a small community that mainly trades some farming goods and lumber with the rest of Gintro, the country that you now reside, commonly known as the Kingdom of Roads.
It's like Gendril.
Gintro,
So it goes. Gidril is the continent or the country?
the country.
Okay.
The continent you are on is yeah, it ended with a V. I'm suddenly drawing a blank on it as well. Got so much in my head about this world.
Is it?
It should be in that
Is it
campaign
Vin-
guide I've been writing.
Vintriel? Vintriel?
Yes, Vintrial
Okay, that's the continent. And then Gidril is the country.
is the
And
country.
Crossroads is the city, along with the Clarenwood is a different country or a different city.
It is a different sovereign state in a sort of sense. It is also a different location. It
It's
is
like unincorporated wilderness.
basically it is untamed, uninhampered wilderness.
Got it.
Which one is it?
That is the Clarenwood, and that's where you're heading right now.
Okay.
And Brindle is a town that is mainly has halflings and half elves as its inhabitants.
oh,
They have claimed this little town and its community because they basically have been ostracized by the rest of the country, and the halflings do not like the big folk, and the half elves are usually mistreated by their human or elven bloodlines in some way, shape, or form. But they're also the only ones that are uneasily allowed to enter the Clarenwood and take lumber from it.
so if you need me lumber, guy, I got you.
You are traveling, in fact, with a caravan that is the Brindle Co-op, owned by two halflings. One you had met just prior and got assigned with, which his name was Brandon.
Hooray.
It's not going to be confusing at all.
Not at all.
The Brindle Co-op, manned by Brandon.
In the crossroads. His sister Lida is the head of the organization and is who you will meet upon arrival to Brandon. And thankfully, over the course of these 2 weeks, 10 days total, as in this world 5 days equals 1 week, you arrive to Brandon. It is the day of Stendaris in the month of the Abyss, during the week of water.
Month of this. And with water.
Yes. As you are arriving, your caravan is being unloaded at a small general store with a roughly 2 foot 8 inches halfling woman with auburn hair organizing the few halflings that are with you to unload and pack and store to the storage house just off the site of the main store building. She approaches you all and said, "Well, you've done a fine work. If you ever need any more coin or anything like that, come back to me, as I'm always needing caravans to go back to the crossroads." As she pulls out a purse and does hand each of you 5 gold coins.
Just for traveling.
Just for traveling for the caravan.
Were we like muscle?
Yes. Basically, you were temporary muscle to get here.
I don't know how I would have served for muscle, but okay.
You were hired as such.
Sweet.
But now that you are in Brandel, you have a few choices. You can do some shopping with Lida. There's also the tavern down by the greens of the small community. There's also the town hall of sorts that you would imagine might have postings of jobs, if it's like any other small town. And there is also always the Clarenwood if you are wanting to venture further into the unknown.
Now, were we hired as a team or?
As a team for right now, though you may not have all met.
So
known
we were
each
kind
other
of thrown
before.
together
Just
as
thrown
a
together.
team. Like, this is our security force. And that's it.
Yeah, you were just all hired by the same person, even if you don't know each other.
Okay.
Because whenever it comes to travel, usually the wisest choice is to become a guard, so that way you at least get paid while you're traveling.
Okay.
It does sound so.
So we're here now.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you bring me that all this way? That was it. 3, 4.
Maybe we
Is
should.
there anything fun to do here?
I believe there's a tavern.
Taverns
Okay,
can
that's
be
a-
pretty fun.
Not going to be much for fighting, but I'm going to head in there.
Okay.
I walk out with them.
Okay.
I'll follow you, tall person.
I go wherever Ephraim goes.
Well, for now, the half-orc is heading south of Brendel. Yeah, no more than 10 seconds on that. No more than 10 seconds.
Let's go ahead and get rid of that.
These sevens also phones will be increments of
But you travel southward a little bit further, past the Long Road, which is what the trading post was called, down into the town commons, or the greens, whatever you prefer to call it. Just as you are passing, you notice a small little shrine to the north of the commons. These seems to be for some deity, you don't know. Seems to have a winding road, or what looks like some sort of winding serpent, maybe, as its effigy. And there, before you, is half buried into the ground a tavern called Harefoot.
Can I fit?
That's a good question.
If not, I will get you a drink and bring one out to you. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
God.
Nice to meet
How
you.
tall
I'm
are you
Seren.
again?
Nice to meet you.
How tall are you again?
6'6".
6'6".
You are
If you-
very tall.
Shrug down, you can fit. Because thankfully, the door is wide. because it has to do with halflings.
Mm.
And it is fairly tall because there are half elves that also live in this community. So it has about 6'2" as its clearance. So a little ducking, and you're able to get in just fine.
All right, I'll go ahead and duck in. And what does it look like?
As you come into the tavern, there is the walking area, the entryway, that is a bit of a balcony with stairs leading down into the tavern commons. You see 3 lines of long tables, and then in alcoves at the base, in hidden areas, sort of, to the balcony, are 2 rounder tables. And then on the opposite end is the counter and bar with a halfling man cleaning some glasses, and you can smell meats and pork, beef, chicken roasting and sizzling on a fire, with also the hints of cabbage and ale, but a good, strong, hearty ale as well.
You lost me at the cabbage.
And you see also a serving boy of half-elf stature, but looks to be in his tweens, or at least tweens for a human
Oh, how precious.
age. He's fairly young, and he seems to be distant and apathetic. Whereas when the door finally shuts behind the both of you, the halfling looks up and he says, "Ah, welcome, welcome. Come, find a seat. You're more than welcome here in the Harewoods."
Appreciate that. Out of game, real quick.
Yeah.
If I was to be in a fight, but I forgot to roll for currency. How much would it?
If you're looking to,
Basically, I spend all my money as soon as I get it. But I would have been in a fighting pit in the last town. How much
would you have?
Would you be okay with me starting with, basically?
What's your background again?
I'm poor. I just been fighting pits.
Then right now all you have is 5 gold.
And that's fine with me. All right.
The 5 gold you just earned.
That works. So I walk up to the bar. How much for an ale and whatever I smell roasting?
You want some of our fine pork cutlets?
That'll work.
Well, let's see. For the pork cutlets, I'll say 2 copper, and for a pint of ale, then another 3 on top, so 5 copper total.
I throw him 2 gold, and I say, keep the drinks coming.
He takes a gold coin and bites down on it. You got it. And he just puts a pint in front of you first, and then goes into the back to get you your pork.
Down the pint, I wait for him to come refill it.
Okay, and he just keeps it coming.
What do you have for those who don't partake in meat?
We have apples. We have carrots, cabbage, lettuce, tomatoes, grapes, all sorts.
Cooked apples? Or just regular apples?
We can cook them if you wish.
Perfect. I'll have some of that. How much would that be?
For a cooked apple, it takes some time. We don't have any yet ready, but 1 copper per apple.
Cool.
All right.
And mail.
And an ale. He puts a pint in front of you as well, and goes to roast those apples. What about our 2 that were left at the long road?
Drink.
We should probably go somewhere quiet.
Oh, we're doing this now? Okay. Lead the way.
So, quiet place.
Roll me a perception check.
I can find you a quiet place.
That would probably be beneficial.
I'll put that quiet place. 30.
See, level 1.
You see other planes.
This is ridiculous.
You see all of the planes.
You both realize fairly quickly the quietest place you can find is just within the borders of the Clarenwood.
Let's go there.
So it takes about 5 minutes of traveling, and you are within the woods themselves, Only the few spare cries of birds and the rustling of the leaves above you is what can be heard.
Okay, so got this book.
You've always had one.
This one's different. I don't actually know what the title is called. I think it's pronounced Zandim, but
So it's a book.
mhm.
And you brought me 2 weeks on this caravan to tell me you have a new book. Please tell me there's more to this.
Yes, it does quite a bit more. Well, information-wise. So it details a ritual, which I've completed already, and I need to keep this book away from literally everybody.
You have a ritual.
I'm going to draw my sword, and as I draw it, let it cut my hand.
Do you want to make the sleight of hand check that we talked about, or?
Not for him.
Okay, so you notice as he draws his sword, while drawing it, slices the blade across his hand, drawing blood clean and clear.
What are you doing?
And then you see the sword frost up.
That's a new trick.
Yes, that's what I thought as well.
You didn't used to do that before.
No, I did not.
In this ritual that you do that.
Yes.
Well, I want it too.
I mean, it requires a lot of materials. I could get those together if you wanted to.
Is that all you can do?
I can also, I noticed things regarding, say, undead, for example. You remember that caravan that we passed?
Oh
through?
yes,
It's
nasty
just
business.
some type of undead did that.
You just know these things now.
It's kind of hard to explain. For me to explain.
Well, that's quite handy, actually.
Yes, but anybody can do the ritual as far as I'm aware. I don't want, at least I don't want anybody back home getting
This sounds. What's the catch?
The catch?
Yes. You didn't bring me out here just to show me your new tricks.
The catch is that, so you see here, open up the book.
You know I can't read this old.
They are on the
look
margins
here, on
and
the
on the
margins.
side.
It's all someone had this book before.
Yes, that's usually how books work.
Not necessarily a book written in abyss. It's not exactly a common language, like you say. And based on what I can tell of his handwriting, I assume it's handwriting, what they're saying, things like that. They've already completed the ritual, and not with the best intentions in mind. I may have also found it in a tavern rather than.
Where was I? Where were you at a tavern without me?
I mean, we got to the tavern together. With you found a lady friend, and I went back
Which
to.
tavern? When was this?
I think it was called the Leaky Town.
Which time?
I don't know. Probably.
How long have you been keeping this?
5 months? 4 months? I start fidgeting with my pipe.
Been keeping this from me for 4 months, possibly. I'm actually impressed.
I mean, I have learned a couple things from you.
And a little worried. You're looking too smart. So let me get this straight. You brought me out here to tell me you have a book that you do these wonderful things, and we needed to run out here. Why? Because is someone after you? Is someone after us?
I don't.
What have you done?
I don't know.
Are we being humble?
I don't know. Possibly. I don't know who had the book. I don't know where the book came from. I don't.
Can anybody do this? Anyone?
DM,
Yes.
does the book, according to Ephraim, appear as though anybody could do this?
Anyone with the proper level of know-how and intellect to be able to decipher the meanings and read through this book like you have could possibly do this. Somebody could also do this upon a person, could do the ritual upon a person, that person could then receive the powers as well.
So anyone can have these powers, and against their will.
Potentially. That's kind of why I wouldn't like it to get home.
That's a big deal.
And I don't know who I can trust with it.
Well, obviously you don't think you can trust me with it.
I didn't know if it was real or not.
I've been told you to try to speak up a little more on terms of audio. So.
Okay.
Use your chest voice.
Yes.
Projection! Stage whispers from everyone.
And then, as we are also taking this quick break, Tom just arrived as now tell me how to pronounce it again.
Vulas Tular.
Vulas
Vulas.
Tular is here now. But we are still in our scene in the forest with Ephraim and Ryker.
We're in the tavern if you're following.
Yeah. I went to the tavern too.
Easier.
because
There's a lot of heavy shit
We're
going on
touring
here in the
game.
Clarenwood.
sometimes
A
writing
reckoning.
is too much for me. I just gotta back off.
A reckoning is occurring. So, how scalable is this ritual? Like, how hard was it?
I mean, granted, I was trying to keep this from you and anybody else who might have been prying, so this, on that term, took me about 2 months to complete. I'd imagine with
The ritual takes 2 months.
well, that was because I was going slow with it. But I would imagine that if the proper resources, things of that nature, probably a most.
You could create all of this.
Again, that's why I want to keep it on people's hands.
This is awful. What have you done? How? Why?
Curiosity?
You are going to get us killed.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
are going to get us killed. You are going to get us killed. So is that why we're no longer in Vale?
Vale
Vale.
or the Crossroads.
Well, Vale or Val. I didn't know if it was Vale or Val.
I didn't
Both
want.
pretty
I didn't want
correct.
to talk about it anywhere near there. So here we are.
And real quick, I'm going to cut the scene as the three of you in the tavern noticed another person coming in. He is tall, roughly 6'3", and is in a long, dark black cloak, hood up, obscuring his face. And he comes down, and the tavern owner, who is gone by the name of, check that. I know I wrote his name down.
Is the owner the one I talked to when I came in?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the owner. I'm just double checking the name because I know I wrote it down here. Oh, Alton. There he is. It's on our page.
Which one?
Alton.
Alton?
Alton Hilltop is his name. And Alton just says, come on in, come on in. If you need anything, just let me know. And the man, because he has the build and stature and carries himself as a male, walks down the stairs and sits off in one of the alcoves and motions for the serving boy to come over. Would all three of you make a perception check as he motions?
No. I noticed nothing. I'm too busy. I got a fix. I love my apples.
You
so
love your
much.
apples. I am also talking to you. We're just assuming you're at the tavern right now.
14.
14, okay.
No.
What am I making? 7, 14.
14. You both notice his hand is almost, not completely, but almost bone-like. Like his skin is stretched tight to his hand and is pale. And he whispers to the young half-elf boy, and the half-elf boy comes over and talks to Alton, and a platter of apples as well, and a bottle of wine is brought over to him.
Well, that's odd.
What's that?
Well, anyway, so he's on his knees, right? And I'm pounding his nose.
Yeah.
And he knows he's defeated. But he decides to try and bite me. The bugger bites me.
Oh man, they always try to bite.
Exactly. So I just bring my knee up right into his chin.
Oh.
And that ends the fight. And that's how I got this
How many
help.
teeth did he lose?
Huh?
How many teeth did he lose?
Oh.
Oh my god. That's
Rocky, ale.
Another pint of ale is brought to you.
About 10 to 12 at this point.
Which
equates to how many sheets to the wind?
All of the sheets.
But close the curtain on that scene, and we're back in the forest. So,
Yeah. Let's, Is there anything else you'd like to tell me that you've been keeping from me this whole time?
Do you remember Jory?
Which one's Jory?
It was the dwarven lass that you were always with.
Oh, Duna?
Different
Oh, the other one.
The other one.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. Yuri.
You were really drunk that night? Actually, God.
It wasn't that bad, actually.
Oh, bro.
all right.
Otherwise, no.
You didn't stop me. You're a good friend. Interesting. So yeah, we'll talk about this. Right now, I would like a bed with real pillows and a drink that you will buy for me.
I suppose it's fair.
Yes. To start, you will make this up to me because you do not keep secrets from me.
Minimally not on the regular.
Not on the regular, I guess. He like swishes his tail and like flips away.
Okay, so you both head off back to the Hairy Foot Tavern, where the half-orc Gavyn is heavily intoxicated by this point, as he is now on
How long of a walk is it from the
about
woods?
5 minutes.
18,
18,
19.
19.
Hey, muscles! Save some for the rest of us!
No, this is fun. Let's let him go.
You
I'll
get
get it
faster, and I
next
pound
one.
another one.
No. Is there more? Please save us.
Yes, there is more.
Excellent.
There's
He's
always
paying.
more.
You can have some of mine.
I don't know. He's been paying just fine.
I'm not taking
I throw him
someone
another
else.
silver for that.
I don't think I finished mine yet. Just as a
Cithro! And the half-elf boy just looks at him and is like, ah,
You said his name was Sefro?
Synthrill.
The Volus was trying to just keep up with his buddy Gavyn here, and well, he's not very worldly, so he's not taking it very well.
You two are
Yeah.
very fun. Very fun to hang out with. You have excellent stories.
I appreciate that. Now, where's the games? And I'm gonna look around to see if I see any gambling or. I'm assuming all I've seen is halflings and half elves since I got here, so I'm thinking this is not gonna be a town for a fight. So I'm looking
Halflings
for
are
games.
starting to pile to the tavern by this point. You're now reaching, for our time, what would be 4 or 5 in the evening.
Oh, I'm running behind the drinks.
As halflings are coming in, there are a few off in one corner, not opposite the bar where you came in, but off to your right, because obviously you're sitting at the bar, that are at a table playing some sort of dice game.
I walk over to them.
All right.
What can we do yet
I
for?
follow closely.
I notice you're playing a type of game here, and I see your pints are half empty. How about I buy a round and you teach me the game?
Ah, we can do that. That is fine with us.
Good. I only have one goal to wager right now.
Okay, we can work with that.
But once I take yours, I'll be glad to bet more.
You can certainly try. So,
So I buy them all. How many are there?
there are 4.
And it was 1 copper per drink?
Yeah.
Okay. So
You have enough for like
I buy them.
200 drinks.
No, yeah, I'm just making sure I keep track of everything. Okay, so I buy them all around.
Okay.
All right, teach me this game.
So, how it's going to work is you and I are going to each roll 3d6s. The idea. Have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
Liar's dice.
Liar's dice. This is basically what we're playing.
All
is
right.
Liar's dice. So,
Red Dead Redemption.
yeah.
At least 2 hours of Liar's dice.
So, you want a cup to hide your dice from me? Oh, okay, you'll do it that way.
So you got a screen.
I know. That's why I'm like, so he can hide his dice from me,
Mhm.
because I can clearly hide my dice from him. So. Three threes.
1 4.
I'll raise you. 2 twos.
3 2s.
3 twos. Reveal. I got a 2 and a 3 and a 3.
Oh.
Oh.
So,
You caught me bluffing.
so that is 1 gold.
1 gold gun.
You want to try again?
Money well spent.
Indeed.
I've got 9 more silver.
9 more silver. You're
Yeah.
willing to bet it all?
Yeah, throw it.
All right.
Can I like slide a hand one of those things and then...
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I don't actually want to do that. I was just curious if I could.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Good.
Just no.
Would you like to go first?
Why don't you?
1 1.
1 eh? 3 twos.
I see you're a liar.
Do ya? How many you got?
No
4,
twos.
4, and 1. You had 2 twos. So yeah, you get 9 silver.
It's 1 gold, 8 silver then? Is that how they trap?
1 more rubber match before we just drink ourselves into a
So
stupor.
the goal is trying to
Alrighty, beat you there, Gavyn. How many have you had? I thought I taught you better than that. Like 2. Barkeep, another. Ah, shit.
There we go.
I believe it's your turn.
It is 3 threes.
Reveal, sir.
All right, and he raises. What do you got?
World War II?
Dang, he only has 1 3. So how much did you bet? I think we forgot.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say this. We'll just stick with the original belt.
So another
9
9
silver, and I'll make it fair.
Yep.
And back up
While,
to 2
while
gold.
this is going on, like, if there's a door near a window, or like a table near a window.
They're up high.
Up high.
Because this is halfway underground, so tall folk
Okay.
can get in easily. So they're almost like skylights, in a sense.
Okay. Could I reach that open one?
You could.
Okay.
It opens kind of like how you would in a.
I'd like to,
basement.
you know, do my thing with my pipe and whatnot.
Oh, you can easily smoke in here. There
Okay.
is smoke in the air. It is no issue whatsoever.
Cool.
So, if I remember right, roll me a Constitution.
Sure. That's 22.
You're good.
I stumble over to you. You mind if I try some of that? It's been a while.
I wouldn't.
If you want to. Take it. I take a puff. Probably a really light puff. I probably don't inhale right.
Yeah.
At disadvantage because you're drunk.
Probably not gonna do me very good. Yeah.
Enabling
That's
others.
7.
You are now addicted to Azure leaves.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Thanks.
But after you finish coughing, you get a sudden rush of euphoria.
I'll start chugging that other drink.
So one.
There we
makes you
go.
addicted to it?
You can. You rolled really shitty.
One hit. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is it? Like, I'm addicted to?
Azure leaves.
Azure leaves. Yeah, it's not a high DC. But
It's not a high DC. It's easily beatable, but still.
I would be addicted.
I rolled a
after, like,
19
one hit.
first.
By the way, if you don't smoke it again within 24 hours, you will start to experience withdrawals, and withdrawals are a -4 to any intelligence and wisdom saving throws versus fear.
But you can eventually move past the withdrawals and break the addiction out of game.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
It's probably not a good thing when we start the game, declare it being addicted.
Fantastic.
40% of the
Cleric's a
party.
drug addict.
To be
We're
fair.
screwed.
I started the game addicted.
Yeah.
40% of the party. Paranoid to feared.
It's okay later on. That's what
I'm
heroes
brave,
do.
so I have some advantage. So okay, I make up for the rest of them.
I'm gonna get up from the table. Well, lads, thanks for teaching me a great game. Here, competition, and have another round on me.
Yeah! And you see that at first some of the halflings were very hesitant towards you, but with these 4 like raising their glasses and cheering your name, the rest are like, yeah! Oops.
I look at Seren. I'm good with people.
I can see that.
Has my food arrived?
Oh yeah, you've been eating by this
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yours was cooked. Hers needed time.
Yeah,
I take a huge bite of it and I go, so what's with the no meat thing?
Well, just preference.
Fat.
Yeah.
Scarf the rest.
But I don't mind other people who do. Just not for me.
So
Have I noticed Edgy McEderson over in the corner?
oh yeah, and in fact, you 3, because you would have noticed this beforehand.
Before you got drunk off your ass.
Before you got drunk off your ass. Roll me a religion check for the symbol that's on his chest.
That me as well, or
No,
oh these 3.
these 3. Given their higher born status.
7.
For you, I would grant advantage, just given certain past things.
16?
19.
For religion? Okay. You two have no fucking idea what the hell is on his chest in terms of that symbol that he seems to have, but you recognize it. Whisper. Is that what's coming up?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you want to come this way?
Also, so I'm an herbalist by trade, so I just take into just having more just like planting things.
Ah, damn! If only we had loot crate.
So if you're looking to sponsor
Our non-existent sponsor.
if you're looking to sponsor an up-and-coming D&D live stream,
Alright.
look no further.
That's actually
with
great.
wacky characters.
Yeah.
We're very good at speaking.
When you would not be.
I'm trying really hard not to eavesdrop. But hey guys, what up? Life's good.
Life is
Wow.
good.
Wait. We can. How can I hear it? Is it coming out of the mic?
Yeah, I mean I'm just right here. La, la, la,
Yeah. No. When
everything.
I've been told like on the daily I should be a radio DJ or something like that all the time. Which is back in my phone a lot. Interesting.
With a couple more hours of browsing and merriment, as these halflings really know how to have a good time and love their ale, their pipeweed, their eating. Oh my god, they're eating. And just having a good old time.
Too happy.
The doors crack open. No, burst open as a half-elf comes running in. There's been another attack in the wood. We need to go now. It was just recent. If we hurry, we might be able to save them.
Attacked by who?
The wolves. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Drinking and having a good
We're
time.
just from a caravan. We were muscle for a caravan.
You, Lita?
Yeah.
What? Whatever. We need help. And Alton by this time is, calm down. What are you talking about, Varys? Another attack? Well, we haven't had one in over 2 weeks. Well, there's been another one. And it's been far more bloody this time. They took 4 of us this time. 4? And they just took you?
Wolves.
Wolves just
That's a nasty pack of wolves.
They just take, like when you say taking, like taking as in killing, or taking as in
It's
like
like-
kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
Huh.
Yes.
Well, that sounds like an awful bit of fun.
Why? Would you help me?
Who are they taking?
Some of the half-elves that are allowed into the Clarenwood. We chop the lumber and bring it in for sale.
This sounds fun effort. We should go.
Minimally, I should be allowed to into the wood. Nothing much you want.
Whatever.
Don't you have people for this sort of thing? Are there no guards? Are there no ruffians that you keep to manage the woods?
The few rangers we have are up north along the roads dealing with the attacks on the caravans of late.
Ryker, you said you know how to have a good time. This sounds like a great time.
It sounds like work.
You
I only
know,
get paid to do work.
you know
If you're
what?
not willing to help, we don't need you. You can stay here and get
Ephraim,
back
are
on
you
food.
going?
Yes, he is.
What,
Apparently
are
I'm
you his
going.
wife now?
Bolus, who's just been staring off into space drunkenly at this point.
Vulas.
I'm in.
And you notice the cloaked figure comes over and puts a hand on his shoulder.
Is this Edgy Mick Edgerson?
Mhm.
Okay.
And as you feel his hand, you kind of feel a relief from your drunkenness and euphoria. It's slight, like you're still drunk, but it's enough. And
What'd you do that for?
as you were kind of in his way, as he's now walking up the stairs to leave, without saying a word.
That guy's weird. But I like him.
Vulas.
Are we gonna do this?
Vulas.
Ephraim, if this
We're gonna need your help. And I grab him by the collar and I start pulling him out the door. And we start
are you
going wherever he's
A
leading.
chair halfway goes with me. I don't see one at all.
Alright, fine, I'll go.
Okay. So you all leave with Varys and a few halflings behind you that seem to had left their pitchfork, shovels, whatnot at the door.
I think I'm gonna leave Ermine in the cabin.
Okay.
You know, just in case.
You got it.
Get some-
Excuse me. Go over to the cage.
Alright, muscles, let's see what you got, yeah?
So you enter the wood.
Why are you so twitchy?
I'm bored.
As soon as he says, let's see what you got, I give him a little nudge to see if he loses his balance.
I'd like to do a backflip.
Roll me
Show
a
off.
dex check. DC is not that high.
19.
Yeah, you do a backflip.
And I do a little bow.
Ta-da!
Now where are we headed?
So you follow Varys, the half-elf lumberman, into the forest. As you come upon a scene of fallen trees, chopped wood dust from the bits where they were working, and blood scattered about, as well as, well, go ahead and if you guys are wanting, start working the scene. You see three fallen logs, some sawdust piles, and a few spatters of blood.
I'm going to search for tracks.
Does anything trigger my spidey sense?
Nope.
Am I doing investigation or perception?
Wait, explain more on your spidey sense, just so I get an idea.
So I
Would it be survival to look for tracks?
Yes, survivalist to look for tracks.
19.
Alright.
You have advantage on wisdom survival checks to track fae, fiends, and undead, as well as on intelligence checks to recall information about them. If you're actively tracking one of these creatures, you cannot be surprised by any creatures of that type, and you can only be tracking one type of creature at a time.
Okay. So, no, your spidey sense is not.
Am I doing perception or investigation?
Let's go investigation.
Okay, in that case, it's a 20.
Okay. Anyone else wanting to try something before I start the percents?
Insight to kind of figure out what occurred during the struggle or whatever.
Sure, go ahead.
That would be 18.
That's really good rolls. So, starting with Gavyn, you do manage to find a few drag marks in the dirt and underbrush of the bushes and trees and fallen leaves, as well as deep paw prints from a heavy set of wolves. And as you are investigating, you find scraps of clothes, the blood piles is mentioned, but it's
Oh, you sweet so much.
Quietly.
yeah. Make me a stealth check.
Oh, man. I am my half work.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
5.
3.
Doosh, doosh, doosh.
13.
14.
Oh!
What?
Roll a 2.
We are not stealthy.
Yeah, you're not being stealthy, but you notice as you were starting to go on the trail, some darkness off in the distance, just barely noticeable, moves by. But you keep going. Unless you tell the group, as they are now roughly 120 feet down the trail.
So I'd probably be ahead, trying to catch up to Big Nasty over here. And I'd put a hand on Gavyn's shoulders. Do like
I look around immediately.
Okay? Make me a perception check.
17.
Don't notice it.
Are you sure?
I'm almost sure.
I get my hammer ready.
Okay.
I'll throw
He's very rarely wrong.
So you continue on for roughly 15 minutes.
There's no feed yet. It's already there.
The shaking of your butt is just hilarious. Like you're just mimicking you have a tail. Yeah.
It's very Catholic.
And you continue on for roughly 15 minutes down this dark forest. The chirping by this point has slipped into whoos from an owl. Giant, soft crickets off in the distance.
trail's still pretty obvious.
Trail is still pretty
Blood,
obvious. for you.
footprints, all that.
as I'm following, since I've been in this kind of situation before, probably, I am paying attention to if the animals stop.
Gotcha. The animals' tracks do not stop. They are continuing to go.
Animal sounds don't stop either.
Animal
That's
sounds-
what I was
Oh,
paying
okay.
attention to, is if they all stop making sounds, I know there's an issue.
If suddenly the forest goes quiet.
The forest
it's
is
not ominous or anything.
going quiet yet. As you note the soft crack of a branch off in the distance, but like out of sight, but not
Ahead, behind.
not ahead, not behind, sort of on the side. But it's out of sight from where it came from, but you like it could be hidden behind something.
Okay. Is this like old forest? Like.
You are getting deep into the forest, and this forest is old.
Okay.
This forest is dark, grim, overhangs of gnarled branches, moss hanging from them. The occasional hint of a crackling brook sometimes hits your ears, but this branch crack was definite for your ears and your ears alone.
Varys, do the woodsmen normally come out this far?
Not this far, no. We usually stick within only a few minutes from the edge. That's all we were permitted to.
By whom?
The elves.
Good to know.
Woods aren't a really good idea.
Can I light up one of my torches?
You may.
I'll light that up.
Is worth it?
I mean, we might have already broken whatever agreement that was.
Lovely.
Better to ask forgiveness than ask permission, right?
Hey, you know what elves love? Fire in their forests.
Oh, great!
As a torch is
That's
out,
right.
I believe.
It's good to know that I find it.
They'll bring whatever it is to us, and that way we can just take care of it.
Sockets.
Oh,
Well-
And I keep
I
following.
can't ever.
Do you, you have observant, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you what it all.
I remember what it does, and it doesn't do something that I am needing to know. Does anyone have a look?
Oh, that no, it does not do that.
Okay.
Not unless it's Fey, Fiend, or Undead.
Right. Then
Yeah, I mean, if it can pass a 22 stealth check, then yes, I would be surprised.
also, I should note, Varys is still fairly cut up and wounded. It's not like he didn't take a beating before he got knocked out.
Okay.
So I did forget to mention that.
Yeah, if they can, if they
Are
can
his
beat.
clothes torn?
Yes.
How so?
Bite marks here.
Oh, actual bite mark.
Actual bite marks. There's a
Okay.
like some sort of
Not like he outgrew them or something.
no.
Okay.
Like there's
Not
bite
like
marks.
the
There's a
Hulk or
slash
something,
here. There's a torn pant leg here. Yeah, he's
You know where I'm
pretty
going.
roughed up. Okay. I'm just doing something real quick.
Just looking around with my torch, which is probably actually hindering my dark vision. So.
Okay.
Does everybody have? No, you don't have dark vision.
Oh, it's brown one.
I do not have dark
Yeah,
vision.
it's fairly moist.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
does it you?
believe so.
So,
Show me that trick.
Don't think it.
So, as you just light the torch, you all now hear another snap of a branch, and then a growl as in the back, Varys gets hit hard by a wolf and is knocked to the ground, and you just hear him go as the wolf is at his throat and biting hard.
I immediately rush over because I assume I was towards the back.
Yeah. So we are going to roll initiative. But let's get a marching order real quick. Who's in front? Who's in back?
I was.
I would've been-
I'm with big.
Yeah,
with
we
big
were
nasty.
up front.
I'm with big nasty.
I would have been in the middle.
And he was in
Middle.
the back?
I
Who's
would
in the back?
I'd have been probably left right in the back.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So we're going to do this like how Critical Role does it. I'll go through the numbers and
Oh,
you tell me when.
Critical
These
Role.
have
What's
been
that?
good.
I've never heard of that show before.
Well, you can talk about it, and we just can't, do their licensed stuff.
No,
They
just make fun of
license
it
their
when people
stuff?
whisper.
Yeah.
No, I do not have that.
Are there certain phrases you can't say?
I don't think he's trademarked or anything.
Yeah, you can't trademark those phrases.
And I
I
don't
mean, you
think
could
they
try.
would.
You could certainly
You
try.
I mean, I said you can certainly try near the beginning of this game.
I think-
So,
I don't think that there's a DM alive who would trademark how do you not how do you want to do this, but
you can
you
certainly
could certainly try
Yeah.
even before I started watching.
Yeah, and I don't really
So,
see Mercer
It's,
caring.
it's more
Yeah.
in jest.
Yeah. Anywho.
Not that I know him personally. Unfortunately.
Okay, so 25 through 20?
20.
20. Okay, Ryker. 19 through 15.
18.
18 for Seren. What is your dex?
Plus 2.
Plus 2, what's the number?
14.
Okay. 15 through 10.
Oh no.
Really, guys?
Really, guys?
10 through 5.
6!
Alright.
6 for Gavyn.
Don't worry, I've got this.
5 through 1.
4. 2.
Jesus.
Okay, Pike.
I rolled a nat 1.
I did as well.
Oh, honey.
How the party died 2 hours into the campaign.
Well, I mean,
It is Friday the 13th.
So, Ryker, you're up
Yep,
first.
that's
The
Mr.
wolf is roughly 35 feet from you.
It's just the one.
Just the one that you've seen right now.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going up to Big Furry, and I will swing at him with my rapier.
And your movement is 35?
It's 30, but I can use feline agility to dash
Okay.
if I need to, which I will do.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, dang.
Of course
Okay.
it is.
So that is.
This has been a fun encounter.
So I will.
So everything gets doubled, sneak attack included if you have it.
I do.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you tell me. Is Varys considered an ally for sneak attack
Oh, he's down.
for like flanking and stuff?
He's down, but you're at the first. You're at the start of combat.
I don't.
That doesn't
have,
happen
I don't
till
have
level
assassin.
2.
I don't have assassin.
Okay then. So no, Varys does not count because he is knocked down.
Okay, so I
I'm
don't get.
assuming I'm not close enough. Cause,
Nope.
Okay, so I do not get sneak attack. Cool. So that's 12 points of damage then.
You-
With 2d8 plus 4.
You stab the wolf right in the throat as it lets out a yelp, and you drag the knife down. Just a pour of blood comes out as it's
Varys.
onto Varys as it falls limp on top of him.
This weenie Todd.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Oh, that was easy.
Cool.
Well done.
As you do this, 6 more from the woods come out and circle.
Ah, shit.
So
Just in case, I take my short sword and I like stab down right into him.
All right, new account.
make me a dex check real quick.
I mean, I have another attack if I wanted to.
I know. I'm just saying, make me a dex check. 'Cause it's on top of Varys.
Please, like I would make that mistake. That's it's 15.
Fine.
Okay, good.
So, new encounter. Reroll initiative.
No.
Okay.
2 wolves come up to you, Gavyn. They're running and they both leap and make their attacks. Does a 16 and a 18 hit you?
18 does.
18 does. Make
16 does.
Okay. Make me a strength saving throw as I roll this damage.
Glad.
Oh! Ouch.
Strength saving throw?
Oh, I want. Yeah.
19.
19?
19 for the save.
So you push it off as it bounces on you, trying to knock your ass to the ground. But it does deal 10 points of damage to you.
What?
Feel max.
Oh!
Level 1. Level 1.
Better you than me.
Okay. Well, that kind of gets rid of my dramatic effect. Okay, so that's fair. That's fine.
A wolf comes up to you and you.
I don't want it.
But I'm itty bitty.
Now that we know we
So
they can all
for,
one shot everyone else.
Ephraim does a 17 hit you.
Yes, that'll do.
For 9 damage.
God!
Makes a DC 11 strength saving throw.
So make sure you join us next week when we re-roll new characters.
I already know what my next character's gonna be. It's
You're fine.
19.
So now for Seren. 7. Does that hit you?
That does not hit me. Woo! I'm
As
too small.
the 2 in the back come to you.
What's your armor class? Like 45.
16.
Both are going to hit then.
Okay.
They rolled a minimum of 16.
Awesome. Great.
Bye, guys.
That's 4 damage for the first one.
Okay.
DC 11 strength saving throw.
Okay. Nope.
Okay. Oh, nope, you didn't make it or
Nope.
Okay, so
Not
you
even-
are knocked prone.
Okay.
And that's another 6 points of damage.
Bye, guys.
Are you on Hazard?
Yeah. That was me.
Oh, it's gonna be that kind of campaign.
Yeah. I only had 10 hit
DM's
points.
out for blood.
I am not going to throw punches. Seren.
Okay, well, so Ephraim's closest to me and the wolf just attacked me. The wolf that tried to attack me, I'm gonna cast Gust right in his face.
Okay.
For the cantrip.
Don't remember it doing damage.
It doesn't,
Can
but
push.
it pushes them 5 feet away from me. If they fail, they take saving throw.
Is there a
What's the DC?
creature size limit to do that?
Medium. I mean,
They are medium.
Okay, great.
I didn't know if they were large.
You are looking for a DC 14.
DC 14 strength. Okay. They could. Nope. He doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't move. He's just like. Alright.
Sneezes a couple of times. Okay, well, then I am going to use my naturally stealthiness to. Has anybody here not been hit? Is anybody here like you're here? I'm gonna go
He
like
hasn't been
run.
touched.
I'm gonna go run hide by you. Sorry, bye guys.
Do you like not invoke opportunity attacks just because you're awesome?
I'm small. I'm naturally stealthy.
I don't know what that does.
Oh, I mean, I guess it might have actually do an opportunity attack, but I think I can.
No. You have to take your action or bonus action to hide. What is
Oh.
it?
Yeah,
It'd be
so
an action to hide,
But as a halfling, there's a little.
yeah, so because I'm naturally stealthy,
Yeah.
it's a bonus action to hide.
Yeah, and it's automatically succeeds being behind a taller creature if you're that kind of halfling, right?
Yeah, I'm like that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're easily able to hide behind Vouse here. So next is Gavyn.
Alright. So I would like to drop the torch on the moist ground.
Mhm.
And I would like to step on it to make sure it's put out and use the pain to go into a rage.
Okay. You go into a rage.
Alright, you had your fun. Now it's mine. And I would like to swing my warhammer at its face.
Go for it.
Does a 9 hit?
No, it does not.
Fantastic!
It jumps back from your sling.
I growl.
As both are snarling, staring you down in your rage. F, you're up.
Attack the one next to me.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Someone get Ryker! Does a 20 hit?
That's gonna hit.
Or 8 points of damage.
Okay. So it takes a massive blow. It's like, but it's and then just looks like
Nice doggy.
Vaus, what do you do?
Alright, so you're down.
Save us.
You're pretty hurt. You're pretty hurt, right? Okay.
I'm
And
good.
you're hiding
I'm
behind
good.
me.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to, seeing how messed up stuff is right now, I'm going to go ahead and burn one of 2 spell slots. No, I'm not. No, I don't have anything. Damn, so I'm going to go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on the wolf by my down buddy.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
It's
that's
It fails.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay, so he takes 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
That
Is there anything else? Like, I thought you'd also... No, it doesn't... It can avoid cover, right?
And also, if this wolf has any resistances, if I use a spell with fire damage, then they do not have resistance to it.
Okay.
Okay, so I
It's
rolled
a
a
3
3.
damage?
I don't think I add anything to that, so
Okay. So...
3 damage.
Come back with
And then I'll yell at Gavyn.
Ryker.
Help me get to him! I need to get him back up!
Busy.
Ryker, roll me a death saving throw.
Yeah, you got it. Sure, no problem.
Nope.
Okay.
This is going well.
The
That's
wolves,
no.
the wolves are up now as the 2 that attacked Ryker, one is grabbing Ryker by his shoulder and starting to drag him off. And the other is doing the same for Varys.
I thought I killed the one that was on top of
2 more came at you.
Oh.
That's why you went down in one round.
That's right.
The
How
other
could I
2 are
forget?
still going after you.
It was only 6 seconds ago.
That's going to miss. 18? Yeah. But you are raging, so now this is half.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cool.
So
It's kind of your
2 damage
That's after half.
after being halved.
Okay. We're good. We're good.
Make another DC strength. You have advantage because of raging.
That would be. That's probably enough. That's
Another one.
17.
It's both attacks. Both
Oh.
get this on you.
Natural.
Yeah, you're fine.
Now.
One is still going after you. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Wait, what?
That's a nat 20 on
Oh,
F.
all that work rolling our characters and we both die.
So for 13 damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
That
as
almost
that
like
wolf,
straight killed you.
as that wolf is now dragging you too,
Oh Jesus!
or rather, the wolf that was after Seren is dragging him
The
now.
wolves are splitting the party. This is.
Seren, you're up.
The wolf that was initially chaos moved my hand around, and I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt at the wolf.
Okay, that's the one that's dragging him now.
Yep. That'll be 6 plus 5, so that I'm assuming will hit.
So that's gonna
21.
hit.
Okay, so the way that this one works is I get 2d8. And then thank you. Roll 2d8 to figure out what kind of. I don't know if d8.
I got a spare you.
Thanks. I just don't know. I can't see right now.
Understood.
So 4 and 7. So he is gonna take 2 points of force damage.
That's not bad.
No.
No, it can be 2.
On a hit, target takes 2d8 plus 6 damage. She's on a d8 number roll to pick up damage.
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
11,
Oh,
13
just-
points of damage.
just kidding.
13, and you get to
I
choose
thought-
if it's 7 or 4. So it could be force or psychic.
Yeah, so I just chose force.
Okay, so and it was 13.
13 points of force damage.
As it gets blasted off of your body and is now laying on the ground with blood pouring out of its mouth. Okay. Gavyn, you're up.
All right.
You're fine.
I'm gonna grab my hammer with both hands this time, and take a golf swing.
Okay.
Oh
can't wait for Reckless. That is sorry, 14.
That actually hits.
Oh, thank God. Okay, and because I'm two-handed,
Increases by a die.
woo!
That's 10 damage. Yes.
That is 14 damage.
And you do it with such force, it literally tears the head off
Whoa.
as the body is standing there. And then falls.
Question: as a bonus action, can I then turn and snarl at the other wolf to see if I can't get him to kind of back off a little bit?
Roll me an intimidation.
Nope. Natural one.
You just look at it and it just looks at you and you're like, you
It
flinch.
scares me a little bit.
You flinch from it.
And what big teeth you have?
F, you are down, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a saving throw.
Oh man, guys.
Um,
I forgot to get me healing spell.
Vals, you're up.
Sorcerers don't get those. Okay.
If you're
The favorite soul can.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on the wolf that's dragging him off.
Okay.
So, dexterity saving throw.
Yep, still fails.
Okay.
And I will be pulling the Matt Mercer rules in terms of bonus spells. So,
Which is
like,
well, this is cantrip. So.
yeah, I know this is cantrip, so this would even apply. I know. I have
Right.
a feeling what you're doing. So,
Another 3 damage, and then I will cast Healing Word as a bonus action on
Ryker.
okay.
Why am I rolling? Yeah, it's instantaneous, so you gain 1d4 plus my spell casting ability modifier. Which goes.
I would say anywhere from 80 to 120 pounds.
Okay.
Wasn't sure if like you know their stars.
What's your wisdom?
Started being people.
Is 4. Okay, so you gain 5 HP.
Hey, alright. Hey, I'm not dead!
Wake up with the
Okay.
jaws around your head.
As Ryker now comes up, it let go just in time as it got hit with the sacred flame. And you just see this glowing wolf now above you. Okay, go for it. I believe being prone, you are doing this at disadvantage.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a disadvantage.
The other one was a 20.
10?
That kills it.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
there another one within 30 feet?
Dragon Varus, yes.
Alright, I go for that one. I get up and I go to him.
Okay, you have half your movement to get up, and
Yep.
he's, within 15 feet of you.
Another 18. So
Okay.
that's with a D6. 8 points.
Woo! As it stopped dragging Varus for this moment. So that wolf is now lunging at you to try to get you for a 22.
Yes, that will hit. I've got this!
7 damage.
Bye, guys.
Really?
I get
Let's
back
heal
up.
them for 5. You got a kill on him.
He's gotten 2 so far.
Yeah.
So his KO ratio is still solid.
How many wolves are left?
Can't be that many. I've killed 3.
There are 3 left.
Come on, guys, pick up the slack. Let's go.
I got one.
The wolf that was. You have 1 on you still.
7, I killed 3. 2.
No, that's gonna miss. There was the one dragging you
That she obliterated.
that she obliterated, and then there was the other one that was going after him originally.
Yeah.
So for 10. Does that hit you?
No, 10 will not hit me, though it would be at advantage because I'm unconscious and on the ground.
Oh,
Is your
that's right.
front-
So it's not going to hit you. It's going to actually try to drag and grab you. Too.
Okay.
So sorry. Thank you for reminding me of that.
No problem.
Because I'm dying.
Because I'm dying.
Seren, you're now up.
Keep in mind, guys, I've only got one more spell slot, so
It's fair.
So
Do you
one's,
have spare the dying?
one's dragging him. One's dragging him.
One's
Oh,
dragging him. One
only if
was
I can
dragging
reach
him.
you. You guys both kind of
He
took
just
off.
got knocked unconscious.
Not
by
on
another
our
one.
own free
Yeah.
will.
And there's one still attacking him as well.
It's not my fault. I mean, one looks weaker than the other.
They both are just down and bleeding. He looks a little
I think she's
more
talking about
ragged.
the
No, I'm talking
wolves.
about the wolves.
Oh,
I mean, I just rammed
The one
my
that was
sword.
two
original-
of
the
them
one
look
that's-
pretty bad. The one that he stabbed and
The one that I hit.
and the one that you hit earlier that's dragging you now. So the one that's dragging him now is also the closer one.
Okay, well, then we're just gonna use a firebolt on the one that's dragging me.
Okay, well that attack.
No. Well, plus 7, so, or plus 5,
I think 14 makes it.
so, what? 12.
12? That does not hit.
Was my hit. Okay,
Uh,
that's my action.
high or low? Highs or lows?
Highs or lows? I'm gonna go highs. Because I'm short, so.
Um,
so.
fireball goes off into a tree as it starts to ignite.
Yes! That was like exactly what I wanted to happen.
Weren't we saying something earlier about this forest and fire?
And it wasn't even me.
You what?
Gavyn, you're up.
Alright.
Only
Yeah,
you
Another
can
two-handed
remember
against the
forest
other one.
Okay.
His
17.
stuff is
That's gonna hit.
living in here.
5.
Yeah, it's down.
Really?
Yeah, you hit it before.
Go ahead.
Oh,
The only
this-
one I hit, I killed.
Oh, this is a different one. Thank you. So yeah, it's still
Which
up.
one were you?
Wait, no, yeah, I hit it both times.
So we just hit each of the 3 once.
Yeah.
Yep. So now each one has been hit and are wounded. F. Make me another death saving throw.
Please don't die. Oh, you did.
Hey, I succeeded that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to be really angry at you if I wake up and you're dead.
Vaus, you're now up.
Okay, I'll pull a repeat just
If I'm dead,
because I can't
see
do
how
much
much I
else.
can.
Do you have Spare the Dying? I don't remember.
I do, but I'm not close enough to anybody to use
Is
it.
it a touch?
We've got a wolf standing right in front of us, right?
It's touch.
No wolf is
Spare the
around you.
dying is
Oh, there's
only
no wolf
range.
It's not on you, no, I'm just
Great.
hiding behind you with my
Gotcha.
Okay.
I just set fire to the forest.
There's one next to him, one next to me, and one next to him.
Okay, well,
Dragging
he's getting
him.
dragged off. And how far away is F from me?
Now about 45 feet.
Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to make it to him anyway. So to keep him from being dragged off further, I will do the same thing again. So dexterity saving throw from his wolf.
Okay. What's your DC? 14. Just failed.
Yes. Okay. 6 damage.
Okay, it is down. As you light it with a holy fire.
Alright, and then I'll use my last and spell slot on F, and you get 2 plus 4, so you get 6 health back.
And your death saves are removed from last.
Everybody's up at this point, right?
No, he's still
No,
down.
that's right. You went back down. Shit. And you're how far away from him?
Oh, his thing's reset after you brought him back up. So,
Right, but how far away is he from me?
only 10 feet.
Okay.
So you can easily get to him. Make me a death saving throw.
Nope.
Okay. That wolf is now starting to try and drag you off, Ryker. He's now about 25 feet away from you. Just keep you unaware of Vaus.
Okay.
And that last wolf is lunging at you. Nat 20.
Oh!
So it negates the range.
Basically. 5 damage.
That's after the half?
Yeah.
Tank's down.
As now it's trying to drag you away.
Oh no! No, Tank's not down. Relentless endurance. Oh,
Okay.
ignore it. So I come right back.
Suck it.
Very good.
So I am at 1.
My turn.
And I am
Yes, your turn.
Yeah,
pissed.
well, last time.
Now, does that cut off your rage? That you like? I don't know how.
Oh yeah, that was actually a question because I was worried about it.
I would say no because you're the one willing yourself to continue going on
Yeah.
through just your pure strength of will and
Your
rage. is
orcish
part of will.
nature driving you on.
Okay, so I'm still raging.
And it's part
Alright.
of your orcish nature that you're able to rage. So.
Okay, cool. All right, then yeah.
2 plus 6. So he's gonna take 8. Oh, that's 8. So 16 points of poison damage. Just
Which one?
16 points of poison damage to. Are there 2 left or 3?
Sure. 2 left.
2 left. So the one that's trying to drag Ephraim. No, it's the other one.
Riker.
These two, he's being dragged away.
Riker's being dragged away.
The one that just attacked you. You're not being dragged away.
No.
No, go after the one that's dragging. I've got this
Are you unconscious?
No, he's at 1.
You're at 1 point. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
16 points of
It
poison
lets
damage.
go of Riker as it starts coughing and hacking as this greenish goo comes out of its throat.
So
until it-
beautiful.
It eventually, blood starts running from its eyes and it falls over. Gavyn.
I'm gonna drop my hammer and punch it in the face.
Okay, roll that attack.
Nope.
Still might hit.
That's 15.
That's gonna hit.
That's 3 plus 7 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I would like to Rambo rip his throat out. I'd like to just reach in, grab him by the throat, and rip it.
Okay, you push the wolf up, reach under, you pierce through the fur and the thick skin and pull it as this tube is now in your hand with matted, blood-covered fur. And the wolf's just like... and falls over.
win.
That's the end of the fight. What are... you're not down. So what are you doing since we're on a timer right now?
I'm going to move over to him and do a medicine check.
I got spare the dying. I can run up to him and get him up.
My character does.
His character is checking it
Okay,
first.
well, I'll run up to him. Let's, like, smack him in the face.
So he is now stabilized from a medicine check.
Okay. Then
I'm watching anyone else for anything
Yeah.
else.
Like, I saw this little guy do this once in a bar. I am keeping you alive, and I spare the dying and give him 1 hit point.
Is that how spare the dying works?
That is not how Spare the Dying
Okay,
works.
then
It
it's not
just
spare the dying,
stabilizes.
then it is one of my racial feats where I can give him, I can heal a creature my level of hit points when
Right.
they touches an action.
That is a
That'll work!
Yeah, that'll work.
That is an action.
Okay, you are all
Did we
up.
win?
Clearly.
Yeah, buddy,
Of
we
course.
won.
Excellent. I'm proud of all of us.
Do I see any other dangers?
No.
No.
Other than that tree now on
Look
fire,
at it,
yeah,
isn't it so
and it
pretty?
is
Like,
going
that's
up fairly
shape.
quickly.
I have something
how's
for
the
this.
forest?
Oh,
One at a
It's starting to go.
One at a time.
It is the forest is starting to go. You've noticed the forest. You said, "What are you doing?"
I have some water. I'm gonna put it out and try to pat it out.
How much water do you have?
Oh, it's
The only thing I have is gust, and that will not
a
help.
water skin.
Roll me a survival check.
I'm also patting.
Yeah.
Stop, drop.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, you're able to get the water out. It didn't get so big to where this would not have worked.
Okay.
Thankfully.
I mean, we have,
Oh,
5, 6 waters. That
Yeah.
we could have.
But the burning smells so nice.
Little
I
one.
don't know anything about LSD.
Combat's over, right?
Yes, combat is
Little.
over.
Nicely done.
You too.
Valis. What up, buddy? Help.
Varys is still down. Like,
Wait, who's down?
Oh, there.
Oh, Varys.
Oh, yeah.
There's literally nothing I can do.
You
Medicine
can spread.
check.
You can spread the die.
I could medicine check him.
You can spread
That's
the die.
21.
The medicine was quicker as he
Okay.
covers the throat and
Oh.
applies pressure and keeps it from bleeding anymore.
I think you should be good.
I do not.
By this point, you are hurt, but you notice the black figure step from the forest.
Asshole over there.
Oh, hey.
Hey, it's the weird guy I like.
Is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Same guy.
I've got my hammer at the ready. Put myself between him and the group.
I am only here to help him. He took a beating. I'll take him back to town.
Better late than never, huh?
Insight check.
Go ahead.
15.
He is being truthful.
I say, thank you, my lord, for seeing to him.
I will get him into town, though. Be careful further on, but don't take everything at face value. There may be other ways to negotiate this, because you all look rather tired just from this one fight. As he goes to Varys and lifts him up and puts him on his shoulder and starts walking back towards town.
Oh, Effie, this is time for bed. Thank you. You owe me another drink for making me do this.
Are we gonna just like rest here in the woods? Or...
No, we're going back to town. I am not staying out here in the woods. I
Worried about
was
getting-
promised a bed. I am going to bed.
Are you worried about
How
getting
long did
fleas?
it take us to get out?
You're now about 45 minutes within the wood itself, and it might be dangerous going back.
I think we should take a break here.
You're gonna have to take a pass on that bed.
Gonna
I
reach
hate
into my
you
component
sometimes.
account. I'll have to take the next like 10 minutes to cast ritual cast alarm around our camp area.
Okay.
The things I put up with for you just know no bounds. They will make me a saint for this. You know that, right?
Yes, of course. They'll make you a saint.
What are we doing?
Maybe
Short
even an
rest,
archduke.
or- I'm taking the night.
Well, I just cast an alarm around here, so we are safe in this area.
see what-
For...
Wait, what time? Wait, what time is it?
It is now roughly...
I mean, you said it was like 5 o'clock, like 2 hours ago or something, didn't you?
Yeah, and it's now about 7.
Just take a short rest.
And you still haven't
Well-
found the woodsman. Just remind you still haven't found the woodsman.
Oh, I thought we were just needing to kill the wolves.
No, you're trying to find the woodsman.
No, I mean the wolves were planting. That's fine.
I mean, if you guys want to take a short rest, let's just stay here, yeah.
I mean, I didn't even get a scratch on me, so I'm sure if you guys want to keep going.
Well, bully for you.
Sit down.
Okay.
Do you get do you get any spell slots back from short rest?
We really
Oh!
long rest because there's nothing we can do.
Well, you don't know what'll happen to the
I mean,
I'm alright.
I mean, do we really care though?
I mean,
We volunteered. We have to take care of this.
think of it this way. We saved the woodsman, and
Then
we
you're
basically, minimally, you get the pick of whatever farm girl you want.
Maybe 2.
Or 3.
Or boy, if that's what you want.
It's not worth dying.
Who said anything about that?
I did. Right now. Here. Just this moment.
I think he's being a little free, cat.
He's a little melodramatic.
I've noticed.
Listen, if you don't want to come, you don't have to come. You can make your way back to town.
No,
The
you
rest
guys
of us are going.
You guys would obviously die without me, so of course I'll come.
Of course we would.
He did kill 3. I just want to put that out there. He did kill 3. So you may spend hit dice to heal up by this point. That'll be your hit dice plus Constitution for healing.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, that's badass. Cool, there goes that. Okay, hey,
Oh, yeah.
I'm back
okay,
to
wow.
full, basically.
Me too. I didn't think anything.
Within the hour, upon resting, taking some water,
Don't get hit.
taking some water
Trying
and
to
listening
refrain.
to the sounds of nature, your alarm spell goes off.
Alarm!
Wait, back where we were?
We're trying to camp out in this one particular spot for a minute.
The radius of her alarm spell gets tripped
Okay.
While we're there.
while you're there.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I thought we were moving on.
Hey guys, alarm
which-
spell trip.
At the same time, you can hear the clink, 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 clink of like armor. As a tall and elderly half elf and a 5'9" silvery blonde haired woman in plated armor, kind of plated. Have you ever? You all are familiar with like Urza from Fairy Tale? She has like plate, but also clothes on it.
Okay.
It's kind of like that. It's armor that can
Got like a
look
tunic, you know.
Tunic.
over it, yeah.
tunic and then like a plate skirt.
Okay.
That's what she's wearing with a sword at her side. They both come running up. He's like, "Oh, we've caught up with you." The half-elf gentleman says, "My name is Bolton. I am the mayor of Brandel back there, and we haven't seen you for an hour. The elf man told us you were continuing onward.
Yeah, who is he?
I don't know, just some elf, from what we can tell."
He's weird, but I like him.
He
You said
looks
his name was.
interesting.
You said the mayor's name
He
was.
looked to be a member of the Undying Council.
He
Sounds
did not
like it.
venture from the Clarenwood.
The.
That's what the symbol seems to represent.
The girl who's with him, is like, the who?
Undying Council?
Never heard of him. Where are the wolves?
Dead.
Dead.
Yeah, we got him.
Where are the woodsmen?
You're welcome.
Haven't gotten there yet.
Have you found the pack, the den leader?
The what?
10 leader.
The den leader, yes, of course. There's always a pack leader.
What? Pack leader.
Always.
You can
An
search.
alpha and a
Are
mate.
you coming with us now?
Yes.
There's 7 corpses right over there. You can look yourself.
And Bolton does do that. He seems to know how to step. When he steps, you do not hear anything. He seems matured in this sense of how to move about the wood.
What's the woman's name?
She hasn't given
Oh, Urza was just your way
Of describing.
Got it. Okay, cool.
So he examines and he's like, none of these were the pack leader. None of them seem to show signs of being bigger or stronger than the others. So
They were strong enough. I'll show you.
the pack leader will probably be bigger, meaner.
Good to know.
Well-
You have any healing potions on you?
Gavyn,
I do.
pack leader's yours.
I have 2.
Wonderful.
You're too kind.
And if you injured, it looks like you've taken a few
I'm
scrapes.
fine. No, I'm good.
Same.
I'll take one.
Here, and he hands you a healing potion.
Only one. Okay.
I'll take one too. Continue to shove it down someone else's throat.
I may need one in the future.
I only had 2, sorry. First come, first served. It's the way of the force.
Are you following with us?
I will be with you, yes.
Will she be with us?
My apprentice here will.
No,
Kirana?
it's-
And she's like, yep, let's protect these folk.
You
This should
said-
not have happened to them.
You said she's an elf?
She is a human.
Human.
Anything else?
Appreciate the assistance.
What?
You're
Fine on
the
it.
mayor. You have an apprentice.
I used to be a ranger for a time, but age catches up with you.
I've heard of that.
Yes.
How drunk am I still?
Make me a constitution check.
It's been a couple hours. Hasn't it?
It's been a couple hours.
I thought the 18?
No, I'm slightly buzzed.
Okay.
You're conscious enough. So, do you...
All right, this way.
Very well. As they continue to follow you,
He's basically a whole But I'll do that.
and the Kirana looks to him. What is a cat?
I know, it's great, isn't it?
It's weird.
I know it's
Bloodhounds are not this good looking.
I've seen better.
Give her a little bit.
As you all continue, eventually you do come to a clearing, and your undead senses are going wild.
Okay.
As mist is now covering the floor unnaturally so, there's a chill that runs down your spine.
Hey Ryker, you kind of seem ticked off all the time. What makes you purr?
I'm going to begin actively tracking undead.
Buy me a drink and I'll tell you when we get back. If we don't die.
So at the opposite end of the clearing, there is what looks to be a burrow of sorts, and a giant of a wolf just sitting there. Not in any aggressive manner. And he looks to you, tilts its head, and he's like, humans.
Oh shit, it's a dog that talks. Do you know him?
Is he your
Not
cousin?
not human here. No humans.
Half human.
No humans here.
I'm human there.
And Huron is like,
I'm halfway.
but 2 legs, human.
We're here for the woodsman.
They are there. And he points with his nose off to the side where you do see the 4 woodsmen who are leaning, holding their wounds, but are alive.
Thank you. We'll be taking them now. Appreciate you keeping an eye on them for us.
No! Need help.
With what?
Mate trapped.
Your mate is trapped.
You have a funny way of asking for help.
I can only speak. The others are dumb.
So you send them to attack people?
To get help.
Are these?
They've
are these
killed.
I
Actually,
suggest maybe
no.
you go with them next time.
Just a note, none of the NPCs mentioned kill. Just attacked.
We were attacked. We were attacked and brought unconscious, and the woodsmen are unconscious but not dead.
We're unconscious.
So they've been like mauled, but they're not dead.
They're not dead.
Future reference. We're not going to be much help with you if you try to murder us. Just
What?
I don't know, that
Murder.
can be somewhat effective.
Eat.
By the way, I don't know how
Nasty
much
flesh.
of a pack you have left. Sorry.
As you mention this, he barks, and there are another 18 wolves coming into the clearing.
Hey, you still got more. Good for you, buddy. All right, I don't feel so bad no more.
Shut up.
So who took your mate? Where and why?
In there, as he stands up and moves to the burrow.
so like
Like
a
to
cave, like
light-
an underground like cave.
Cave, yeah.
I'd like to light another torch and throw it.
As the wolves all back up from the flame.
But like you have so many other wolves here, why not just get to me, mate?
Do I see anything in the burrow?
You can.
Wolves mate for life.
Yeah, duh. Come on.
Come on, duh, of course.
I mean, you seem rather big and strong and powerful with all these wolves to help you, your pack. You are plenty powerful to save your mate. What help could you possibly need from the
Need
likes of
2
us?
laders.
Of course you do.
Do I see anything in the burrow?
Do you go out to the burrow?
I threw a torch in.
No, you are about 150 feet away from the burrow. You just threw it into the clearing.
No, I meant to throw it into the burrow. I didn't know it was that far.
Yeah.
So I light it and I start walking towards the burrow.
They all take a stance real quick and start growling.
Do you want our help or not?
You help?
Stand
Asking
aside and I'll let you know.
You help? And they continue growling. Bolton I think it's still a simple creature. Yes or no? I think is what it's looking for.
Yes.
They all sit down when the alpha sits down and lets you go to the burrow.
Throw the torch in, see if I see anything.
You throw the torch in, and about 60 feet as it rolls down, before the light goes out, you see the burrow switches to brick. cobblestone.
I'll walk up alongside my buddy.
See any signs of undead?
The deeper you and closer you get to this burrow, the stronger the smell of necrotic energy becomes.
I walk up to my buddy Gavin. I kind of just lean up against him with my elbow, and then I'll just kind of like look at the big bad wolf. It's got your lady friend.
Just trapped.
Trapped how?
Good to know. We'll have her out in a moment.
Ephraim, are you going to comment this? As it gives a wolfish shrug, just trapped is all you can
Like-
get from it.
Ephraim, I'm much too pretty
Being
to
held-
die out
Who
in the
taught you
middle
to
of
speak?
nowhere.
The
What?
wolves are on
We
our
taught
side.
you to speak.
One day woke up
Apparently, they never intended to
being
follow
able
us.
to speak your tongue.
Fascinating.
It's
It's a 20.
torturous.
What to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Ephraim, if I die out here in the middle of nowhere, I'm going to haunt you.
Good to know. You talking about dying, I'll kill you myself.
If he kills me, I'm going to haunt you still.
Good to know.
Ryker, quit being a pussy. Let's go.
I don't think he can help.
I start into
Okay.
I got a little
Did somebody have any clerics real quick? Thank you. Sorry for this. Allergies are horrible. Thank you. Okay. So, you continue down into the burrow. The mist almost seems to be rolling out from it. As you eventually go deeper in, you see the dirt change to stone, then change to worked cobblestone as you enter a perfectly rectangular 12-foot wide hallway that leads into a roughly 20 by 20 room with an archway leading further on that seems to have a shimmer over it.
Do I notice any kind of? Does it appear magical?
Yes, the shimmer appears unnatural there, as if light is constantly refracting and shifting, distorting the image on the other side.
Ooh, can I see if I can recall any information as to what this might be?
Roll an Arcana check.
Ephraim, is this one of your things?
Don't know. We'll find out. 14.
You go out to examine it, and it escapes you as to what this is and what it will do.
Honestly, haven't the slightest.
Alright, let me look. So, just cobblestone archway. There's a shimmer around the archway, or like in the space, like archway, and it's like shimmering around?
Within the archway, yeah.
Okay.
Within the archway, it's shimmering, and it's showing another room beyond, an empty room.
Can I just toss a pebble and toss it through?
Yeah, you toss it through. Just the thing seems to shimmer, almost ripple around the pebble as it enters, and you see the pebble in the other room. But you don't hear the after it landed. But you see it land, you don't hear it. Put my hand in. Okay? You put your hand in, and once it's about here, you can't pull it out. Your hand is now stuck through the barrier.
Well, this is bad.
What's
Bad is one word for it. I also find it fascinating.
Any tricks? I look straight to you
Have-
since you've been the one filling
have you tried pulling your arm out again?
No.
that. Is he at arm's reach?
I am specifically not within arm's reach.
Flail wildly.
Come here. Come up behind him. Buddy. Just chill. Alright.
Have you tried your other hand?
I think you got yourself stuck in some jello.
Seren's gonna just walk in.
Maybe
You
it'll just.
walk in.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit. No, she's gone.
You see her on the other side waving as the rippled around her.
Can you hear us?
You can hear them.
Okay.
You
so
want to
since-
say something so we can see if we can hear you?
Since I'm standing right next to Gavin, as soon as I see her waving, I'm just gonna go ahead and push him.
Sure.
Roll me a strength check, both of you.
I'll
contested.
say,
Oh, okay.
I'll say yes, I can hear you. Can they hear me?
They cannot hear you. In fact, they don't even see you motioning as if you're talking.
Don't see me give a thumbs up or
You're
anything?
still giving thumbs up. That's it. That's all they
Okay.
see.
Like a
Can I-
photograph?
Can I?
Like, yeah, she's just still for a second.
17.
I don't know if it actually works.
22.
No, you do not push him.
Hey man, no, I was just teasing you,
I'm throwing him in.
I walk in. I think you can reach.
I like mine earlier.
He was right there trying
I
to
was
push me
standing
in.
right next
So
to him.
Maybe
I
another
grab him and
contested
I
strength.
threw him in.
Another contested strength check as you walk in. The same thing.
No, wait.
I got a nat 20.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
you're-
What's the total?
You jump
22.
21. Yeah, you jump back out of the way.
Buddy, man, I said I was just teasing, and then I'll go in anyway.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
You
So
do that again.
everyone but Ryker has now gone in. As you see them all now in there. Would you step out of the room where you can't hear?
Oh, do I not get to go through the door?
Have you gone through yet?
Everybody else has.
Okay, because I was just saying, if you haven't yet,
I was just watching.
if you're just watching right now, please step out of the room.
I'll go
Can I? I
Okay.
was mine earlier. She's come play with us. Looking for words. I'm like a little
Nothing
Come play with
happens.
us. No, okay.
He
You
does
can't
not
see the-
see anything.
He can't see the magic.
Nope.
What do I see like, after all four of them are?
You just see them looking at you.
I wave.
I went back. Nothing.
That's all you see is them waving back. Or waving back.
I look at Ryker.
You see that.
For the listeners, I tapped my balls and then waved at him.
I give a half look of disgust and I walk through.
Can I hit it with my hammer?
The barrier that you've just entered is shimmering again, and you hit it, and it just repels off. In fact, highs or lows?
Lows.
You break your hammer's shaft.
Oh.
You bring a
I
spare?
just got this thing.
Yeah, you just broke your hammered shaft.
Just the shaft, not
Just the
the.
shaft.
Not the head,
We can
the
fix-
shaft. You can
We can
fix the
fix
shaft.
We can fix it. Not right now. But
I have no other weapon.
It's okay. Hey,
hang on,
have
hang
you ever
on.
heard of the thing called mending? It's a great spell.
is it a spell or a cantrip? I don't have
It's
it.
a cantrip.
Wallace!
Hang on, I'm looking.
Wallace!
I'm looking!
Guys can't yell. Oh, you can yell. It's perfectly fine.
What?
We've been quiet, so.
Oh, like blow out people's eardrums.
If anything, later I can raise the volume.
Wallace!
For the meantime, I will give you my light hammer.
Want your light hammer?
I will fix it in a little while. Just chill. Here's this.
Hold it. I take out my club.
You said you were weaponless.
I have. It's in my inventory.
I know.
What?
I
He
think
was just wanting to garner favor from the rest of us.
Yeah.
Someone fix my hammer!
Sorry,
Um,
Gavin. To level 2, I really can't do anything for you.
But opposite of the wall,
What
you
is level 2?
Take no psychic damage.
So opposite of you, from where you came in, is another shimmering archway, and beyond it, you see a wolf with pups.
Oh, she
Oh.
got pups.
That's fucking cute.
But we don't know how to get out of this fish. Now where's that cute?
Can I walk back out?
Nope, it is like a barrier, a solid wall, as you try to go back out.
Does there
I'm
appear
gonna look
to be
on the wall for
yeah,
any symbols.
Like a button that says push here for exit, up
But
and-
where's our two little partners?
They stayed out with the wolves,
bastards.
Helpful.
talking with the
Convenient.
wolves.
Of course they did.
Hey!
They can't hear you now.
Can't hear us, man.
You don't know that.
We do.
Yes,
I'm going to approach
I tried
the
to say
barrier.
words too.
Yeah, but we didn't see
Can
you
I
motion
put my hand
it.
through it?
Right?
Yeah.
You
I
saw
saw
me.
it
You
moving,
could
we
see me
didn't
thumbs up. You
hear
could see me waving, but you couldn't.
Oh,
hear
we
me.
couldn't see your. We could see your mouth move though.
You couldn't see your mouth move.
No.
See, that's the
Oh.
thing. We don't know that you were trying to talk because we never saw your mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was
So,
no way of
we have no
communicating other
clue.
than like
Fair enough.
come in.
Bros, I don't think they can hear.
There's no way of communicating other than saying come in. if she said to say something like "come in" or "I'm good," that's all the communication we were able to get. And he did that whole ball slap, "come get me." That was like "come in," so that was seen.
Okay. Well, we wouldn't.
Do I see anything on the wall?
There are runes along the walls of the archway.
Runes?
What do they look
Runes.
Can I try to read them?
Roll the Arcana checks.
I'm just gonna punch one.
13. 22.
Show off.
I'm proficient in every single intelligence check save investigation.
20.
You punch the rune as
Break your fist.
No, this is just with the fist.
there is a slight crack. Only as you realize it, it's a trickle of blood that from your fist as you've broken your hand.
Ooh.
Take
Dude, I can't heal anymore.
3 damage. Take 3 damage.
3 damage.
I got a 14 Arcana check.
22. You are unknown. You are unaware of these runes, as are you. However,
Are they link?
you recognize them somewhat from cults and other whispers that you recently heard of. And they're similar to the language of Abyssal. Does anyone here speak Infernal? You can actually read these runes.
Cool.
They read, roughly translated to common,
Always in my way.
"Welcome to my tomb, where your doom is certain. Enjoy your stay, etc."
Oh.
I'll speak up again because I was a little quiet. "Welcome to my tomb. It will be your doom. Please enjoy your stay, etc."
And they
I'm assuming you would explain what the letters mean? F.
Apparently,
We're not allowed to leave.
Would
You know
you
who-
say the name of Seren?
It's pronounced Seren, but
he
He wants us to enjoy our
There's a
stay.
number of undead cults that seem to follow him.
history on that.
I would say an Arcana.
Arcana?
Nope.
Not for one.
Nope. You have no clue who Israk is.
I'm fucking dumb, man. Explain this shit to me.
How much do I know about Seren?
Just that he has cults. Cool. Unless you want to try another Arcana check,
I wouldn't be opposed if I'm allowed to.
I'll give it to you. That's cocked.
Could be 14.
No more than you know last time.
Do we have light with me?
We had one for a while there, but it's also being saved in, to a location on YouTube, so it can be watched later on by anyone there.
You'll have to let me know the channels and whatnot.
Alright,
Second.
Okay.
You got people.
I got people
Well,
on nose.
cool. Interesting. So there's nothing in the room except for the wolves and pups in the corner in these rooms.
Right.
do the runes look like they've been carved into it?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
But let's go up and say hi.
Does anybody have a hammer or maybe some pitons?
I had a hammer.
I got a light hammer.
That would work. Pitons?
I have daggers.
What do I have my everything?
Are we
A
just
crowbar would work too.
No, what adventurers did you have?
Okay.
Again, I would be really helpful in this situation if I was at level 2, but I'm not, so here's my hammer.
Okay.
I don't know what level 2.
Could we try to use the crowbar and the hammer to change the runes? To like.
Before we do that, do we want to like say hi to the?
They're on the other side of the barrier.
No.
There's no.
There's another barrier.
There's another barrier.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was, I said, is there anything else in this room? And
Oh
you
yeah,
said
there's
it was-
another.
Yeah,
The other
he
archway
said
has
there-
another barrier.
Yeah, he said there's another archway barrier.
And I already checked to see if we could go through it. We can't.
So you noticed us?
This time she does not notice you.
So this other barrier is just like invisible, or is another archway, or
It's another archway.
are we in like an alcove over there, like a foyer?
You're in like another 20 by 20 room.
Okay.
So we cannot walk through the barrier to the wolves.
You can if you try. You can at least try. You don't know if you can.
I'd say I already tried. And
Oh, did you try?
I said, like, yeah, can I put my hand through the other side of it?
Oh yeah, and it does the same thing as what happened to Gavin. It's stuck. You can't pull it back out.
Oh, so then I probably wouldn't have been able to check out those runes from there.
Right. So you are. The only thing you can do now is continue onward into the room with the wolf.
Guys,
Can
Nice.
I?
The wolf is now clearly looking at the hand.
She like sniffing it all.
Dude, she
No,
might try to
probably
eat you
hungry.
when you go through.
I'll go through. Getting
Fingers
eaten
crossed.
sounds like fun.
man.
So these two go through.
I'm staying in the room.
Are they just looking stupid or what?
You have a wolf that's armed with her pups.
Don't talk about stupid until you fix my hammer.
I walk her through. I walk her through. How does the wolf
Whisper.
take me walking her?
She stands
needy,
up
you
and
know
starts
that, Gavyn?
growling in a protected manner over her pups.
Is there anything
Uh,
past her?
Oh, hey.
Yes. Past her, as you pass through the barrier, you three leave.
I have advantage on canines. Wait,
Okay.
hold on.
I'll like sit down submissively.
Okay.
Just to show.
She'll stop growling by that point. But you two notice on the opposite wall is a demonic face, as if pushing out from the stone. Its mouth agape with a black sphere. The diameter of the sphere is about 3 feet. That's just
Okay.
at you.
Like the Tomb of Annihilation symbol?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Okay, you guys can come back.
I'm gonna. Well, if I stand up, is she just like, oh, I'm leaving?
She does.
Okay. So if I start army crawling on the ground, does she make
She
noise?
growls.
Okay. Can she speak? Tell her, can you talk? Can I do like, oh, I did not do that.
Show your belly, Tom.
I am laying on the ground right now, actually.
Good girl.
You can't tell what they're
You
doing.
can't
They're
tell
just
what they're
standing
doing.
there.
I'm just gonna keep yelling it.
I'm gonna. take out
Ephraim,
some-
do you need me to save you?
I don't think we can
You
hear
can't
Okay.
hear, they can't even see
You
you.
can't- yeah.
They can't. Why? They could the last time.
No,
This
no.
barrier
Remember
is
the wolves
this.
couldn't
No.
see us.
Okay.
I'm going to
All right.
take out some rations.
Oh, that's smart.
It quickly gobbles them up.
Ephraim? Effie? Can we see? We can see them,
You
though,
can
right?
see them.
All right, I go through.
Okay. As you enter, you see basically the Tomb of Annihilation symbol, the demon face with its mouth open and gaped.
Ooh.
And black, it's utter blackness in its mouth.
Okay, what else do I see?
The wolf and her pups.
Okay.
Would I see that from?
Did it change
Nope.
a different
This side of the
screenshot when he went through? Like, now they're on the ground and he's just standing there as a still picture? We can get an idea of what's happening in there?
You can see them moving and things like that. This one is different. You can see the motion.
It's got like 2 FPS. It's just like one of those like stop motion
Okay.
things.
After giving her the rations, if I reach out my hand towards her.
She looks wary, but she's busy eating your rations.
Can this one talk?
Nothing we can talk.
Well, she hasn't killed you yet, so that's good.
Yeah, so we're
Progress.
feeding her. Do you have any more rations? Because I don't.
Maybe.
Okay, we'll feed her quick.
The way out might be.
Feed
On the
her.
other side. What,
Feed her. Isn't it your job to like make women love you? Make girls love you? Make her love you. Quick.
Usually there's a reason for that.
Yes,
Yes,
sure,
so
sure,
she
yes,
doesn't-
yep.
Of course, naturally. Sure. Yes. So I will throw down my a couple of ration packs to her, and actually I'll give it to her pops.
Okay. Roll animal handling with advantage.
18.
Pups also eat it up hungrily, and she seems more liking to you than the rest of the party. Is in here.
Can I try and go back out?
Nope. It's like a solid wall when you go back up to it. And you are seeing this. There's no stop motion. They are moving. They are doing stuff. There's no hiddenness or illusion to their motion. You see everything.
So
they are doing.
I'll not aggressively, but I'll just do
You're like banging on it.
Well, I'll just do like a mind thing, so at least they
Do
can.
you have a journal?
Yeah, why, what's up?
Can they see us?
Nope. But you don't know that.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Gavyn?
Throw it to them.
The whole thing?
That's something to write with.
I got like secrets and shit in there, man.
Well, we'll rot and die in here with your secrets.
Alright, fine. I just start flipping through the journal and I tear out like.
Got his
I'm taking my time, by the way. I'm like flipping through it, pulling out like individual pages that I don't want read.
Rip out a single page.
And then
Before you throw it in there, write a note. We can see you. We can't hear you. What is happening?
And here, I thought you were the dumb one. I write the note, and I check the book through the
Kick you in.
So a book comes flying through. Make me a dex check.
Check. Okay.
Yep.
20? No, 19.
You see the ripple as it's about to pass through, and you're like, boom, as a book comes flying in.
Throw it in the wall.
No.
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing and come through the walls.
Can I start trying to get closer to the wolf?
Make me an animal handling check.
So Gavyn, you want to go through?
What?
Maybe
I'm waiting
naturally
for their
stealthy. Can I try
Yeah.
to sneak along?
You got some
Large-
snacks?
You can go along the wall. The wall is far enough away from you.
Is this room the same size?
Oh,
Like 20
okay.
by 20?
Like,
I just wanted to approach the
Dude, I can't right now, okay? I'm sorry to pick you guys up so many times.
Guys,
Both of you.
I'm just trying to like approach to get past them is all I'm trying to do. And I rolled an 18.
You're able to get past them. So you're able to go along the walls just fine.
Yep.
So,
I just want to see what's going on, so I want to get closer to that symbol.
okay, and you have the book. So what are you doing? You see the notes.
I do. Oh, I didn't know what page it.
Just it was
Opened up
probably. I would assume it's on the very front,
Yeah,
like the very first page.
yeah, like first page.
All right.
You see a bunch of torn shit?
What do I read on it? What does it say?
Saying, we can't hear you. Write in this and
can't
show it
see
to
you.
us.
I'm past
Oh.
the wolf.
Probably a smiley face in there too.
So I give him a thumbs up, and I pocket the book. One second. Right? Can you?
Yeah, but I'm on the other side of the room.
No, you three are in there.
We're
yeah,
in the room,
we're in
but
the
we're
same room
past
on
the
the other
wolf.
side.
Okay, after seeing him just
okay,
pocket
so
it,
here, so I would say I would write. I mean, it doesn't say give me the book back. You just be like, okay. Can I toss it back? Can I toss it back in?
You toss it to the barrier, and it boom, bounces back off.
You have anything else to write on?
I pull out one of the pages that I've
Right
got
on
some
there.
stuff written on.
Right
I
on there.
Scribble out any of the shit that I've already written. Find like a blank space on the page. All right.
Communicate with the book, idiot.
All right. Use this to tell us what's going on. Don't be a dick. And then I'll draw pretty, like a really like shriveled limp dick. And I'll crumple it up into a ball and chuck it through the field.
Make me an attack roll.
Yeah, this time we're trying to hit him.
All right, I haven't made a melee yet. I need to look up my.
I'll give you proficiency, because why not? You can be strength or
Okay.
dex.
Oh no. Does
Uh,
the floor count?
no, you roll.
Okay. Good, because that was pretty low. Oh, that works. How about a 22?
That'll hit. So you just, as you pocket the book, a piece of paper smacks you in the face. And you read it, and you see the plastic dick.
I say, stay out there. Don't know what is going on just yet. Hold tight. Don't do anything stupid.
At least it's something.
Gavyn, can you even, read?
Of course I
Just checking.
Everyone can read.
So I'll go. So they're over looking at the demon thing. I
Do I
will.
recognize it though?
So is the demon thing like a doorway?
No, it's about a 3 foot in diameter sphere, but pure darkness.
Can I toss the piece of paper that hit me in the head and toss it in?
You toss it in, and as soon as it hits some sort of event horizon, it just disappears.
Okay, cool. So I will just sit down next to Mama Wolf, and I will just sit there. But I want to see. I'm looking to see without like touching or anything. I want to see if they're like injured or anything like that, or if they're just hanging out.
They're just hanging out. They look a little thirsty and a little hungry, but that's kind of been sated with the rations now.
Okay. If there's like, is this a smooth ground or is it rough? Is this like hewn stone or is
Hewn
this
stone, so there's grooves and grouts throughout the floor, the walls, the ceiling.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's like a perfect cube, 20 by 20 room.
Well, I'm looking to see if there's any like pock marks or something like that. I might be able to like pour some water in that it's not just gonna.
Like for a bowl of water.
Yeah, essentially.
There's
Like,
a-
okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna sit there and wait for.
Does it look like anything on the demon face will move?
What are you doing to the demon face?
Nothing yet.
I mean,
I have more sheets of paper.
do the eyes look like?
I don't think there's anything important in here.
Are they still they have like the freaky eyes where no matter where you stand, they're
So I'll just start reading.
Yeah.
I'll just start reading the
They're
journal.
the freaky eyes where no matter where you
So-
stand, they stare.
Basically, with my scimitar, I'm going to like
You'll see that nothing like incredibly
touch
important
and pry
is in the journal.
on it.
It's mostly just
see if
like
I
my
can-
notes on Gavyn.
I really want to read
Okay.
those.
Find anything that will like a trap.
They're most
Like a not like a trap, but like a secret door or something.
Okay,
My
roll me an
question is
investigation
intelligence
check.
pilot.
I'll give you advantage.
Is intelligence good?
Not quite as good.
18. You push your sword and tap on the demon skull and pry on certain areas. So you get to one of the horns and pry on it. You feel it slightly give, but then it doesn't give anymore. So you decide to push on it. And you push it up to where the horn goes back. And you hear clicking. And then shifting. And
Do we hear this?
I was gonna say, can we see him?
yes, you see what he is doing.
But we don't see the skull.
You do not see the skull.
So we see him just push on like
a
random
wall.
walls.
Yeah, just slightly back from the wall, just pushing on it.
What is he doing?
And then you three on. So as if the demon wall is north. It's not, but imagine it's north. On the east wall, about 5 foot of stone slides to the side.
Hey, nicely done. I knew I kept you around for a reason. Haha. And now what?
Let's
It
go.
leads to another hallway.
You should get the other guys, you know.
Is that wise?
I mean, we can't go back.
Are we sure? I mean, we can't go back, but they might be able to.
They can't go back. We can't go back. They can't.
That we know of. We haven't really tried.
Yes, we have.
You saw him break his hammer.
Yeah.
We spent 30 seconds trying.
I mean, how else, what? Well, try.
I should say this as it's clear. The hallway juts out about 10 feet and then turns southward. Again, demon faces north, barrier is south. Imagine because they're not actually the right directions, but just for the purposes of this room and orientation.
So we see him like pushing on air, and then a door opens.
No, they see a door. You still see nothing.
Okay, so we don't see the door that opens at all.
Nope.
We
They're
see
just
him.
looking
So,
at the
so
other
we
wall.
just see F doing like just like hand motions in the air.
Hand motions and doing weird things with his sword,
Okay.
and then they all look to that side.
What
After
should
you
have
do
us
something.
do to try to get back?
Not us, them.
Well,
I don't know. That's up to them.
Hey, Gavyn, I'm kind of freaking out right now. I don't know what's going on, man.
I will write in the book,
keep going forward.
step through the door. Surprises await. Smiley face.
Get another piece of paper out.
Okay, find another piece of paper that's got a decent amount of spare space. on
Doesn't
it.
need a decent amount. Fuck you.
You don't see this unless they toss it in.
I'm
No,
assuming
yeah,
they're
toss
about-
it in.
While he's writing, I'm going to say to him,
Okay, so here's some
I'm growing
paper.
impatient.
Alright, I'm gonna.
and I
Roll an attack.
See, I've learned this time. I'm like stuffing
14?
I'm like no. I'm like stuffing those away.
So still toss it at him, but miss purposely.
So after reading it, I'll write, "You couldn't afford me." Another smiley face, and say, "Then stay there if you rather. Find your own way out."
I'm gonna kill him.
I'm going down that hall.
A lot!
But I'm
One at a
going
time.
to, with the scimitar, again, start tapping as I'm walking along.
Okay, so you're going into the hallway?
I'll go with it.
The hallway has
So if do they see like all three of us just disappear?
all three of them and the wolves disappear.
Well, wait, before that happened, as soon as I saw his response, I was gonna step through and grab him.
Okay.
Like, why, you little.
Make me a strength athletics check. You can do strength or dexterity contest.
Bye. I mean, doesn't he have to roll to attack me first?
No, this is a grapple. It's
Then
a
I'm
contest.
It's
It's an opposed check.
okay. Yeah. So athletics, right?
Athletics or acrobatics on the
16.
sabers.
22.
So he grabs you. He is having.
Hello.
This is a serious situation, and you need to be more serious.
You're through the portal now. But you see the demon head and exit.
And I'm on the other side.
Gavyn! You just see me kind of look over, look back at him. I give him like 2 taps on the face. Good boy. And I move towards the hallway.
So you don't try to signal me at all?
No. Sorry.
I will kind of like do like a come here boy with the journal and start.
So back to as you enter the tunnel, you see it is lined with different effigies of different races. Each of them holding a golden sphere of some sort. The golden sphere is roughly, again, 3 feet in diameter. There is lizard folk, human, elf, dwarf, gnome, even some more monstrous races like troglodytes and merfolk and things like that.
As we walk past, I group every single race right on the list.
Some
Can
people
you
will have
reach
to
them?
jump.
Yeah, some of them have to jump.
Do-
I believe in me.
Do I recognize any what the significance is?
Roll me a religion or arcana check.
Once they all disappear from view, I'll totally go through.
Apparently, we don't
Well.
disappear. Apparently, nothing.
What? You once they disappear?
Yeah, once they disappear, I'll
Okay.
go through and.
You go through and you see the demon head and now the exit.
Okay, so
So
go
before-
out the exit.
But I didn't go into the hallway yet. I'm just sitting there, like, putting my hand in, bringing it out.
There's no
Put my hand in, bringing it out. I do it like 3-4 times as
Yeah.
he's getting coming through.
So
Are the wolves coming with us?
yes, they are
The
behind
wolves
you.
are right with us.
Did we? Okay, they just did it on their own, I guess.
Yeah, they're just following you and following you.
Okay, so
Something
as-
new
as-
has happened.
As we're going through the hallways, is it just picturesque, or is there any like?
They're like frescoes. They are carved from the wall itself.
No, like wordings or runes or anything like that.
Nothing like that. Just these images.
Ephraim,
Uh-huh.
I did not sign up for this. What is this place?
What exactly did you sign up
This
for?
you keep bellyaching a lot.
Yeah.
This place is fascinating, is what it is.
It is fascinating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Right. So what is all this then?
I'm not
What's-
quite sure.
Frescoes, obviously.
Yes, I know the frescoes. They're...
Beautiful? Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yes, but what are they doing here in this middle of nowhere?
I don't know.
Okay, well you usually do. So
Did we
Fully
all
on, then.
We didn't all get the message about
You walked through the barrier before you could actually leave.
No,
I
I
usually
usually
read
got that.
I could read it, and yeah, I mean we talked about it. So
Yeah, so it's a 2. I'm assuming this is just a marked as a 2.
Two?
Yeah.
Right.
Does that scare you?
No, it annoys me.
Why would a tomb have barriers to keep things from getting out, though?
Maybe there's zombies there. Maybe there's something in you that's gonna try and gouge your eyes out with spooks.
Or something
Well,
valuable.
well, hang on. Let's. I mean, of course I know. Do you guys know what zombies are?
I've heard tales.
Okay, well, so long as you guys know.
Yeah.
Vulas, you remember about a week ago when I told you that sometimes you just need to sit, watch, and learn?
Like I need to learn. I mean, come on, I know all sorts of
There are
stuff.
always things to.
This is one of those times.
Do I see any signs of undead?
No.
Is
Okay,
Is your blood hunter thing pinging better, worse?
It's
Bigger,
pinging
smaller?
about the same as when you were outside the barrier.
Maybe done for it.
Yeah, I will be actively perceiving for any like traps and bullshit.
Okay. You continue downward. No traps seem to ping to your mind. As eventually it dead ends. Just a blank stone wall.
Like,
You want
punch it.
You want to punch it? You want to hey, muscles?
I'm trying to pet one of the wolves and make him out.
All right.
Roll me an animal handling.
So that's a 12.
You gently tickle the female wolf's ear.
No, it's like one of the puppies.
Okay.
Some make
Mm.
one of them love me. Or, I mean, if
Turn
that.
out well.
Okay.
Would be easy.
Yeah, you scratch its head. The mother doesn't mind as much. It's looking at you intensely, but it doesn't mind. And you punch the wall?
And muscles.
Sure.
High or lows?
Hi. Oh, yeah.
You remember from last time, and don't give it full strength as you hit it, and you're like, okay, it's solid. This wall is solid.
How's it going there, big guy?
Hammer?
I think Vala should use his head.
Well, that's not nice.
Are there any more horns for you to tug on?
Don't see any. No horns. The only things about this room are the frescoes
More.
and the spears they hold.
Can I check
Oh, they
out
hold
the
Golden spears. Each one holds a golden spear.
Like
Can I grab one and throw it on the floor?
like spears made of gold?
Or is it connected to the statue?
Like it's connected to the statue.
Oh.
And it's not made of gold. It's just painted gold.
Bummer.
Can I work at maybe scratching it off to see what's underneath?
Roll me a. Actually, highs or lows.
Oh, lows.
You scratch at it, and the paint does come off. It's just stonework underneath.
Can I try to like look at it and see if I could interpret some sort of message that this fresco might be actually like, trying to
Roll
portray?
an Arcana or image, or Arcana or religion.
How about a nat 20?
Okay. You look at these statues, and while nothing religious comes off from them, it's clear certain ones are different. Certain ones seem to almost be beckoning you to their circle, versus others who are just simply holding it. One being the gnome, beckoning you to its circle, and another being a kobold, beckoning you to its circle. What do you do? Both circles are also close to the ground.
So Gavyn, I did use my head. I think I might know a little bit of something about what's going on with these pictures. Alright, so there's two circles, right? And both of them getting this feeling like we should go near them. So maybe one person should go towards one circle and another person go towards another circle. It's this one and that one.
Seren, you like doing things without any
Yeah.
knowledge of what's going to happen to your
Yeah.
well-being?
Absolutely.
Why don't you go stand by the half?
Cool. I'm
Or
gonna go have him
no.
behind.
No, the gnome and the kobold. I'm getting a good
Go
feeling
stand
about
by the
this.
gnome.
Okay.
And you're small and annoying. Stand by the kobold.
You like to gamble. How about you go stand by the kobold?
Alright.
I would feel better with you, but no offense.
That's
You
I'll go stand by the kobold.
Okay, you stand by the circles. What else are you doing?
In the circle.
Oh, you try to go in.
I'm
I-
standing in the circle.
Well,
are
you
these
got to
circles-
get
are
on
these
your
circles
your
on
hands and knees and crawl. Yeah, they're spheres. You'll have to get on your hands and knees and try to crawl.
That's fine.
It's about 3 feet in diameter, so it's enough width space for normal people. He's going to need to be pushed. As you can push your hand in an illusion. Same for you. You being 3 feet tall can just walk in
What
there
about
on
these were
right.
statues? I'm like, how are you getting?
No, these spheres that the statues are holding.
Can I pull myself back out?
Yeah.
This is going to be the only time I ever tell you to do this, but kick me in the ass, and I'm going to bleed
I
back in.
run at Gavyn. I give him a nice swift kick in the ass.
Roll me a strength check and roll me an athletics. Or
I'm letting it
acrobatics.
happen.
No, this is to help squeeze you through.
Oh, okay.
12.
And acrobatics for you. 10. You get pushed through, and your head pierces another illusion as you realize your head's in the first room that you entered into this cavern,
So before the
and you're still
barrier.
stuck in this tunnel. As your shoulders like,
Hey!
oh, shit.
Can you hear me?
They can.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Kick me again!
I kick him again.
He's too far in.
Oh.
I'm in the first room!
What do I see in my little?
You
The-
see
the
the
first
second
room-
room.
I see the second room, guys.
Okay, so the first room is the one that had the welcome to.
I'm blocking
No,
the
where
exit.
you first saw the first archway and the exit way.
Okay,
My
so,
fat ass is blocking the exit. Alright.
okay, so the first room is the one that like we can just turn around and get to the exit. The second room is the one that had the archway
Yeah.
and said, welcome to my abode, you're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
So,
Get me through this thing!
so he's beyond, or like he's before the first barrier?
Yeah, like you can see the tips of his feet, but he's not. There's not enough thing for you to kick him and push.
Right,
Unless
but if he was to squeeze through the rest of the way, we'd be free and clear?
you could crawl through and get out. Yeah.
Okay.
So we just need to move him.
Okay, so let's take some rope and we'll tie it around his ankles and pull him back out. Then one of us, 2 of us, will
Excellent.
go out the other side once he comes back. And then that way we can pull and push him.
Suck it in, big guy.
Does anybody have oil or grease?
I have oil.
I do.
He seems kinky, so I would assume
We
he
could
does.
grease him up to ease the process.
This is not how I wanted a conversation about greasing me up.
He's a big dumb turd, and we're loosening him up. I like it.
Did I hear that?
With my halfling nimbleness, I can share a space with another.
Yes, you can share space with him.
So I
It's an oil in
can
mud.
I exit it? Can I like squeeze through the hole to get out?
No, he is big enough to take up the space and prevent you from getting out, but you can squeeze in there to oil him up.
I can squeeze in a little less to get hot. Do I have any oil that can put in the pouch?
They have oil.
I do in my pouch.
Hold up. He's in the
Oil.
kobold one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'd look at F and be like, F, I mean, you seem like a guy who likes puzzles and, figuring shit out. You think there's any reason why the kobold one's the one that seems to be our way out?
Who cares? Get me out of here.
I don't know. Roll me an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence.
After he's done, I have a question.
No.
You're not sure.
Just for giggles, can I do like this to all the other ones that we haven't tried
Yeah,
yet?
they're all solid. There's no illusion to them.
Cool. Awesome. Just checking. So I take out some of the oil from my pack and I give it to Seren and I say, "This is high quality stuff. Try and use sparing amount. A little bit goes a long way.
Of course.
Try and bring me back some.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Roll me a herbalism check.
I'm proficient. 16 plus 2, 18.
You can add your intelligence too. So.
Plus 1, 19.
So you're able to coat his shoulders, which is where he seems to be snagged at in his chest, with a thin layer that you think can go a long way. There's still about half a bottle of oil left.
You're a lucky man, Gavyn. Usually people pay for this sort of treatment.
This is not to be spoken of again.
I'm
Oh,
gonna talk
come on.
about it
Come
all
on,
the
Gavyn,
time.
it's not that bad. I'll do a little massage or something.
Oh, by the way, can I have my journal back? So I
No,
can...
like,
Get
do some-
me out.
Thank you.
And then the fingers actually feel somewhat good.
halfway.
Get me out.
It brings
What?
memories of an older, peacefuler time.
When you weren't trapped in the.
Get me out.
Okay,
I
so
am
when-
writing this in detail in my journal.
Did you get it back?
Yeah, I just got it back from JoJo.
Okay.
Wait, as I feel the oil, can I just start hitting the wall to see if I can get myself up?
You can't
You're
move
just
your
you're
arms.
hitting like
You can't,
this.
you can't move your arms.
You're hitting.
Oh, my arms are an out.
Yeah, you're like this.
Oh.
You
Can
can
I
do
use
this.
my dust cantrip to
Shimmy.
push him?
Like Shaquille O'Neal.
Roll me an Arcana check with disadvantage.
You're like an eel.
So Arcana
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage is a 10.
you
wow.
you
That's
feel a
short.
gush and it moves you a millimeter.
I just start shaking violently to try to get out of there.
Roll me an athletics check.
Do you need another
Nope.
20?
I'm going to
What?
tie the rope
No, I have a
around
bunch. I just really
his
like the little
ankles.
Okay.
And let's pull him out, chaps.
Do not pull me back in there. Don't do it.
All right. He's bigger than you are, F. I'm
Roll
giving him
me
that.
a athletics with advantage.
I mean,
Yeah,
I still,
yeah.
guys, I still have half a bottle.
You get
No,
me
it's-
that.
You guys realize, like, she's still in there.
No, that's not
I'm
bad.
nimble. I'm good.
No, you can't budge him. Even with the oil, he is stuck.
How's
Get me
it
out, get
looking
me out,
there,
get
big
me
guy?
out.
Huh.
It looks like home.
No.
By
I have plenty of them. I just like rolling.
by
I
this
just hope
time,
you're not claustrophobic.
you hear the clink, 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 clink.
That's right. What's their names again?
Oh,
What's
I
their
wrote
names
them
again?
down.
Dalton?
Bolton and
Bolton
Kirana.
Bolton! Bolton, come down here now!
And it's Kirana. I'm not Bolton, you fool.
Whatever. Get me out.
What? Where's the rest of
Don't
your
ask. Get me out.
How? You're just a
Pull. Pull the head. Pull the head.
Boy, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
Shut up, you.
Man, you're getting everything for free today.
I'll pour a little more oil on just to help.
Okay.
You got ladies pour, you gotta leave it to love.
Gavyn, I know you're in like a dark place with a little lady pouring oil on you, but we're not in
Shut
that
up and
kind
get
of
me out of
place
here.
right now, man.
He's in a great place right now. I just want you to know that.
She just grabs your head and slams you against the other wall.
Damn.
I don't react to
Do we
it.
feel this in a rope? Because I imagine
Yeah, you just see the
me
rope
and
go
Ephraim still like
flying.
yanking on it.
You
I
see the
take
rope
damage?
go flying and make me athletics checks.
Oh.
Gavyn, roll for arousal.
Do I take damage?
Yeah.
19.
You take 4 points of damage.
3.
You go flying into that tunnel and land right behind him.
Awesome.
You manage to let go, just like
I'm gonna jump through.
yeah. You just walk through and you see these two crumpled together against the wall. Hey, it's you.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well.
Hey, pretty lady.
Take
I would
another-
like
No.
to
take
violently.
another ration, wave it to the wolves.
I was gonna, yeah.
to get them to go through.
They
I like-
follow suit, seeing you and following right behind you.
I'd like to violently shove him off
Okay.
and storm out.
Okay. And at this, we're going to take a break.
All right.
We are now back, and Matt wanted to do a scene with Gavyn.
So Gavyn violently shoves Vulas off of him and storms out of the burrow.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that.
As he walks out, he turns to the alpha. Your mate's down there, and your pups are fine, and continues to walk into the forest until he is out of whatever earshot he thinks he can.
I
Okay.
was like, Puff, what?
I'm a daddy.
She lied. She said it was just her winter weight.
That was perfect. The alpha will run down there as you storm off. Bolton just steps back, lets you do your thing. Okay, you managed to get a couple 100 feet away. What are you doing?
As soon as I know no one can hear, no one can see, he hits his knees and he starts sobbing.
Oh.
Okay.
And he said, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to try. For you.
I would like to note that Vulas probably wouldn't be too far behind him. Like, I've been, at this guy's heels for the past
Would
week.
be looking
He would be looking
make
back,
sure no
I
one's
would say.
following me.
And I would say, yeah, he's looking back. What do you, as you're looking back, you see him following you.
Like,
Therefore,
I'd
those
probably be a
crimes.
couple seconds behind him, because,
Glare for intimidation to tell him to just back off.
Yeah, leave it between players. Doesn't have to be a roll in this case. You guys want to
I
roll
just
between
glare
each
at you,
other.
and you can tell from my eyes as you've always seen them tired and half full of pain. This you just see pure anger.
Oh, okay. You want to give me like a intimidation versus insight, and
Yeah, sure.
Would you?
because if I don't pick up on that,
23.
yeah, no, I'd definitely pick up on that. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'd leave you alone.
Would a
We've
low
been on the-
insight mean you don't pick up on it?
I would say that he. it's
Honestly,
context.
you're
No,
you're
even
no,
if
because
he gets,
he's intimidating me.
and if he gets a high
It
enough
was a
insight,
joke.
he
It was a
knows
joke.
I'm
I really don't care.
I did roll really low insight, but at the same time he's intimidating me. So I'm just like, I wouldn't pick up on what's going on with him, but at the same time he's intimidating me. So I'd just be like, okay, dude, yeah, all right.
Yeah, this is to overcome the intimidation, which he doesn't. So he goes back to the clearing, and you get your moment alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like if I got the insight over intimidation, then I'd just be like, dude, fuck off. I know what's going on. But yeah, no, if his intimidation is more than my insight, I'd be like, okay.
I'll edit it out during post production. Hi, Peter Anthony. We're watching you.
So you want me to edit out the crying scene? I won't edit out the crying scene. Future me, don't do that.
No, this whole insight versus intimidation conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so once I like leave him alone, I feel like I'd go back to the alpha and be like, hey man,
He's
I'm
not even
toxic here.
He's not even there. He's not in the burrow.
Oh, he's not in the burrow?
Oh, you went to the burrow
Yeah, like
again?
I would have gone back to where everyone else is.
Okay,
And
well, I would
the rest
say
of us aren't in the burrow.
I would say by this point everyone has come out of the burrow. So yeah, you're not needing
Seems
to
like
like
I
walk.
want past all of
I'm
us.
like best friends with this little wolf pup, just so they know it's like we're besties.
Do you
Yeah, they're
think
crawling
that, or
on
you
her. and-
Yeah, like
yeah, I'd be
we're
more
trust
interested in talking to the wolf
We're trust
than.
besties. I'm like minor illusion crap for them to play with.
And I'm sure the mate doesn't even care at this point.
Can I minor illusion like a laser pointer tip to see if that like
What's a
attracts you?
laser?
Like
My
a little
God.
red dot?
What's a laser?
I don't know, it's a little I'm just gonna minor illusion a red dot.
Let's
right
say you
next to
can.
Or a ball straight.
And see if that does anything.
That is so juvenile.
Okay, back to
The pups, however, are looking
The
at
pups.
it.
Okay, I'll put it this one.
While all of this
You
is
should be
going
more fun
on,
like this, Ryker. Just saying.
Oh, I'm very fun.
Wolves should be rewarded for not being people. Yay.
So, what are you, the rest of you, doing by this point? As you've now come out of the burrow.
I'm going to talk to Bolton.
Ephraim's sitting down with his pipe, not smoking or anything, but just sort of like tapping it on his head as he's just sitting there pondering the whole tune and everything.
Okay.
I'll go. Well, actually, seeing I could do that, I'll skip Bolton. I'll go sit next to Ephraim, and I'll be like, "So, was this your idea of fun when we came out here, or were we just lucky?"
Both? Does it have to be mutually exclusive?
How are you holding up there, big guy?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
I'm just. So, the barriers were probably meant to keep something out. However, then there's illusion to allow things
Escape?
to escape. I'm just trying to figure
With no
out.
barriers at all.
Exactly, I'm just trying to figure out what it all means.
You know what? You know what might help? Go back in, maybe sketch some of the frescoes, sketch some of the rooms. Maybe it might help you remember later on when you're thinking about stuff like this. Yes.
Did you see me smoking again?
No, I'm not.
No,
I've got the pipe and I'm just like thinking.
Okay.
Your eyes are just following.
So after making sure Ephraim's kosher, I would go up to Bolton and what's her name again? Kay.
Yeah.
Kiriana.
And I would go up to them and be like, "So this seems like a normal occurrence around these parts?"
No, not necessarily, but we do need to decide what to do with the wolves. We don't know if they're going to continue attacking or not.
Why were they attacking in the first place? Was it because of She-Devil over there?
She-Devil?
She-Wolf.
From what he was saying, I was talking with him a bit while you were in there. Yes,
You
it
were
seems
talking.
to-
You were talking to the wolf.
Yes.
Big bad wolf.
Yes.
Okay. Is that normal? Also,
Oh,
I'm not.
definitely not. I would imagine some druid got their hands on the poor beast and awoken it before, and now we see the results.
He didn't look very happy.
Hashtag woke.
So now, now that he has his lady friend back, do you think that everything will be all right then? Yeah.
Possibly, but this is a big pack, and it's a big pack, and we do have animals that they would typically attack if we
Who's-
don't do something.
Whose tomb is this?
I don't know. I was not done that.
You don't know?
Yeah. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Yeah, like it's like a ruin down there. You don't know anybody who's like in history.
You guys know a Serac? Name may ring any bells. Seems he knew of it.
Man, you guys should really, really
well-
keep up on your history.
Bolton just shakes his head. He's like, no, it does not ring a bell. Whereas, oh, let me check real quick. Whereas Kirano looks up and that's the lich.
He's a what?
It's a lich.
A lich.
A lich.
Let's just be fair.
What's a lich?
Oh, God, no.
I mean, I know. I mean, I know what
Then,
you guys know.
Really, then
I
tell
know.
us, what is a lich?
You know, it's that thing. Scary.
Can
Horns, black mouth. You know.
You're describing a demon, dear.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure that's what you are describing.
You don't know.
and then I'll walk away.
Yeah, I thought you were like 100 feet off with big scary guy over
I
here.
mean, she's part of the conversation. I have to put it down.
No, he came back.
Oh, you
But at
did?
the same time as you
Oh,
guys.
that's right. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just roll me an Arcana check to see if you even know what a lich is.
the concept of a lich is not,
It's pretty foreign
is it?
for those not within the magical cast.
I mean, I spent enough time listening to him droll on about, all sorts of things. 12.
You're not sure what a lich is.
So lich, I'm assuming that's bad. How bad?
Let's say this. Imagine a wizard, an archmage of a college, doesn't want to lose himself to death. So he basically makes himself an intelligent skeleton capable of all the magics he had when he was alive.
Okay,
And cannot be killed.
So why would he need a tomb then if he can't be killed?
To collect things. To collect fools that happen to venture into his path. Why do anyone do anything? I do not know the mind of a Seren.
So, one last question. Now that the lady friend is safe and sound, are you guys going to be free to continue without any more interruptions and whatnot?
Who are you talking to?
Talking to the same two I was talking to before, the Bolton and
Well, what do you mean by free of any interruptions? I'm not sure
I mean,
what this is going on.
Varus was saying that they were having attacks and stuff like that.
Again, the wolves will give us back the woodsmen and will not attack us, Bolton is saying. But we still need to decide what to do with the wolves, as they could be a future menace.
Let them be wolves.
But then we have to worry about our livestock being attacked.
I mean-
feed them.
We can talk to what's his face
Yeah,
over
stick
there.
deal with the big wolf guy. I'm sure.
What deal would you have in mind?
You're the mayor. We're just passing through.
I mean,
I have ideas, but it is unbehooving of me to not seek
I mean,
outside ideals and
that's-
wisdom.
that's fair, but here's the thing: is you can't just like tell the wolves to just leave just by having your livestock there, because
And
they're
this
the
is
apex
true.
predator of this area.
And this is true, and this is why I'm having such a conflict.
So you don't want them to be going completely.
As this whole part would have started, Gavyn would have walked back.
I'm standing away from that conversation, but close enough to where I'm staring at like the back of F's head to see if he's gonna light his
I've
pipe.
gone back into the tomb and
Yeah, he's
started,
back in the tomb.
sketching and writing
Okay,
notes
so
and
no,
stuff
like
like
I'm
that.
kind of following you at like a distance, seeing if you're gonna light that pipe up that you're holding in your hand, like just waiting, like is he gonna light
So-
that thing or what?
So depending on how smart and the wolf is, we'll strike a deal, easy peasy. So you give them a tithe, a certain amount of meat, and in return they might be able to protect your town from the regular beasties that
I mean, or you could just ask them what they want. Like, maybe because they're gonna get meat from hunting the prey animals in the woods.
yeah, you can get something out of it.
Yes, and this is what I was thinking too. They can remain wild within their natural habitat, get a constant source of food, and we get some minor protection.
That's fair, okay. As
I
long
will-
as they don't get stuck in the tube again.
That's another problem. It needs to deal with something with this tomb.
Seal
I
it up.
suppose We could seal it up.
I got the biggest, baddest man I've seen in quite some time over here. He's probably
Sealing it up
losing
won't
wolves yet.
work. Sealing it up won't work, Kirana states. What I know will just unseal itself within the end of the month. Bless you.
Thank you.
But it will unseal itself by the end of the month.
Well, I mean, wolves. Tell the wolves to stay away. I mean, as simple as that.
I think that is clear, and that they will from this point forward. But we still need to do something with the tomb, don't we? This is the elves' territory.
We have some half elves in
We can't go any deeper into the forest.
Do you have a way of an emissary, a way of back channel communication with the elves, or is it through conflict only?
It is through a uneasy truce that we are allowed to take what few trees we can. Though, as an emissary, that elf in town, he could, if we talk to him, we could possibly ask him to...
The man in black.
The man in black, yes. What
You have no name.
that we know of yet.
Fled across the desert.
I mean, if the wolves are leaving, never mind. Stupid idea.
So,
Stupid
well, in the meantime, I'll go talk with the wolves.
That would be the elves.
In the meantime, I will go talk with the wolves. And Kirana steps forward and this point says, I can try, if you are willing to come with me, we can try to talk with the elf together, because this is a serious threat to anyone, especially now that it is known. You don't need some stupid person walking in and losing their life only to empower the Lich further, or some child to stumble in.
Yes, who would walk through a tomb for no reason whatsoever? That's madness.
At that
Some
point,
people are not.
Gavyn notices one of the pups kind of wandering towards the doorway. He scoops the pup up and walks over to the alpha and puts
Are
it
they
down
still-
gently in front of him.
Are they
Okay,
still down the
only,
burrow?
only on 100 with advantage.
Are they all still down the burrow?
No,
or
they are all up.
They're up here now. Good.
19.
We're able to do this in the time so on.
So I just look at him and go, I'm glad we were able to get your family back. Thank you. Keep them close. Keep them safe. And I leave again.
Okay. So, now what do you guys want to do?
So, Bolton,
Bolton's with the wolves, you're with Kirana.
Yeah, so, Kiriana, so what I'm hearing is we saved your town from numerous attacks that you've been unable to stop until now, and you are now asking us to save it again further? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well,
Why
that's
gotta
not
be
my
so
town,
sassy
but
about it?
Not sassy at all, just clarifying the situation for everyone.
I'm asking you to do the right thing.
I'm happy to do the right thing. I just want to make sure everyone realizes what's happening.
You mean you want to make sure
Then
we
yes,
realize that
that's
we're
exactly
the
what's
saviors of the whole town?
What's wrong with being saviors?
I mean, there's nothing super wrong with it, but glory is face value at most.
Maybe to you, glory can be used in any number of ways. Being famous can allow you to do any number of things, many of them also good. If you want to be altruistic, then go ahead. There's no reason that people can't know of your altruism.
I don't know, it just feels a little stuck up to me.
If they want to suck up to me, that's totally fine. I'm okay with that.
Now I'm just. You feel stuck up-ish to the situation. Like you're trying to profit off of their errors, their trials.
Yes, absolutely.
Why are you trying to profit off of their misfortune?
Because that's what you do.
You profit. Why?
You sweet small child.
Is it not enough for you to just know that you've helped someone?
No.
Did you just call her a summer child?
I mean, I am from Helheim. It's kind of warmed up.
That was actually very cold.
Is it cool?
It's cold.
Oh, okay, just waltz, okay.
But people can assume it's warm. It's perfectly fine. Because it's past the Azure Desert, which is warm. Yes.
So back in the burrow. Hey, F, what you doing?
Taking notes.
Oh, yeah, no, that's cool. I like what you're doing. I like your style.
Uh-huh.
Hey, You think I can borrow that pipe of yours for a minute? You know, I really liked it. It's been a while. Like, I could use a little more. I mean, if you're willing, of course. Of course, I don't wanna bother her, intrude.
You see, I understand the urge and whatnot.
Yeah, don't get that.
It's not exactly easy to come by, and I must make sure that it lasts.
Oh yeah. I mean, you think we get some more time in town, or you know?
Maybe
it's
you
1
could ask
hour.
around.
Oh, well, okay, you know, maybe later, but since we're out here in the middle of nowhere, and all that,
My plan is to wait till tomorrow.
okay, well, do you mind sharing for the night, seeing as how, you know, I saved your ass and all that, you know, kind of,
So it's okay when
kind of kept you from dying.
I'm not in this conversation.
Yeah, neither you're.
I mean, I could use maybe a little pick-me-up from, you know, wearing myself out, keeping you alive, and, you know, all that. Mm-hmm.
You know what might give you a pick-me-up?
What's that?
Do you see that black orb?
Yep.
That would really give you a pick-me-up. Oh my god,
I can see where you're coming from, but I really just kind of want to smoke a little bit, just to, you know, like, chillax the nerves.
You just went from like 0 to 100 in like an hour.
5 hours.
5 hours.
Okay.
I love a drug.
You just went from like, hey, I'm a random blacksmith to like crack whore in the span of an afternoon. Okay.
That's what you get when you're in over your head. Fail a constitution roll.
Oh, my face is hurting. I'm laughing.
Level 1.
It'll calm you down a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Hashtag level
Just
1.
a little.
Okay, thanks.
There's like a half of a leaf in there. Maybe.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Seriously.
I really needed that, thanks.
Seriously.
The
Don't
pipe.
do drugs.
The pipe.
Oh, right. Yeah, no.
Thank you.
This is a game.
Yeah, okay.
And if anything happens within the game, it's just a game.
Demon spice.
Okay.
As I was going through taking notes, did anything like jar my memory or anything? No. Okay, just checking.
So, is the party ready to return to town?
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Soon, I'd wait for Ephraim, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd wait for Ephraim and I'd wait for Bolton to see what the answer was to, you know, their conversation with
Bolton?
Can I hear what the conversation is?
Oh, go ahead and listen. Make me.
I can read his lips.
Yeah, good point. He's talking. You can't read the wolf's lips very well because it's alien to you on how it's able to talk. It's guttural.
Right,
It's
of
moving
course,
its
yeah.
vocal cords in a painful way to make it speak. But you read Bolton's lips, and from what you can tell as you read
Like body language and stuff.
it's getting through to the wolf, and it seems that the agreement is made by the end of it. On
Paw.
the paw shake.
Oh, come on.
As the two make the agreement of the wolf will protect the Clarenwood border of the town in exchange for a steady supply of food for its in its pack.
Everyone wins.
And it's at this time when Ephraim returns from the battle.
Hey Ephraim, great job. We saved the town. We're gonna have to save it again apparently, unless we're leaving.
Was fun good here?
Okay. Sure, we'll be happy to.
Wonderful.
Have you ever wanted to fight a lich before?
No.
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 Who said anything about fighting the lich?
I don't know.
There's no way we would win.
No.
But isn't like I don't
No.
even speak thrilling.
No, that does not sound thrilling. That sounds deadly.
Sounds
That sounds
suicidal.
like a lot
That sounds
of fun.
suicidal. I am many things, and suicidal is not one of them.
Yeah,
Exploring ancient ruins is exciting. Fighting a lich, no.
yeah, he knows what a lich is. Yes.
Vulas is running through the woods, like not too far away, but like kind of around the perimeter.
Would
Whoa! Legend dude, thank God, nothing.
Make highs or lows.
Whoa.
You bump into the black cloaked figure.
Woo! Hey, man, you're the weird guy, right? But I like you. What's up? I'm like,
It's kind of
Give me a second, I'm just thinking real quick as the GM.
oh, while you're thinking, am I sitting outside the bar long enough for a short rest?
To be fair, this problem was almost completely gone. Almost.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
not great. I know that much.
Oh, sad day.
I need a player's handbook real quick.
Oh no. Oh, I put it there.
Thank you.
First easy.
16.
Spells. Actually, sorry, this is not a Constitution saving throw. I just need to roll a d8.
It's wish. You're out of existence.
Oh man, how many times are we gonna roll that?
Every single azure leaf on this side on this continent is gone.
As he's like, just go to sleep. As he strokes your cheek, and you just fall limp in his arms.
Right.
As
Now, do we hear it? Like he's like,
yeah,
okay, so that
I hear
doesn't sound like unnatural.
a little bit. As eventually,
Fucking unnatural.
as you see the black hood figure carrying him on his shoulder and drops him on the floor, I think you want this back.
That's a neat. How did you sneak up on that?
A gift similar to your own, as he removes his cloak, jet black hair of a beautiful shine falling down to his shoulder length, sharp pointed ears, far more prominent than the two halflings, angular, beautiful male face, but the skin is taut and tight, eyes are somewhat sunken in, but still beautiful in picture. As you didn't realize it before when you first saw him, but it's clear to you now, given the powerful presence you just feel. There's a slight tinge of undead, like just the slightest tick of undead when you see him.
Tight skin like Loki or tight skin like Tarkin?
Like
But he seems alive.
oh yes, he seems very much alive. I was coming to dinner here a while. Followed your tracks. Is everything all right?
More or less.
Are you an elf?
Yes.
What's your name?
Cullen.
Cullen?
Cullen?
K-A-L-L-E-N.
K-A-L-L-E-N.
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Hey, do you ever like go to elf cities or whatever? I don't know how to ask this question. We have a tomb here though that's technically an elf territory. Needs to get some people here to figure it out though.
Oh, we're in elf territory right now.
You are an elf territory.
I must have missed that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the whole don't use
Yeah,
fire thing.
that's why we're like no fire.
Tomb.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
there's a tomb over here.
Are you familiar with an Asarak?
Very.
Yeah, so there's tombs over here, and like these wolves just got stuck in it, and we would do something about it, but technically the elves' territory, don't want to get like you to sell this or whatever. So Can you like, I don't know, good talk to elf people to see if they can come figure this out, so then we don't have to extort a small village
Not
to
extortion.
solve.
I didn't ask for anything.
May I go
Yes.
examine the tomb?
Asked for nothing but gratitude.
Yeah, like, if you want to, but you might get stuck.
I'm assuming I'm
we won't
unconscious
stop.
at this point.
You are starting to wake up, and the feeling of euphoria is
I'll boop
slowly
your nose.
dissipating.
I'll just boop it there first time.
Ah, good feeling's gone.
It's not as though any of us would stop you. Thank you.
He bows slightly, and then walks deep and goes into the burrow.
Also,
I'm going to go with them.
if Ephraim's
Um,
going, then I'm going.
He stops in the first 20 by 20 room. He looks around. Make me a what's your passive? I know his.
Mine's 13.
You see his eyes glow slightly as he's looking around. He looks to where the illusion is that was along the wall that makes it appear as if it's more wall, but it's not. Interesting. As he walks through the first barrier, you see him and he's still standing there. Looks again off to the side, enters the next barrier, and he sees the exit. He sees the sphere,
Like the demon face?
the demon face in the sphere.
We couldn't make heads or tails of that.
I wouldn't touch it or go into it.
We threw a piece of paper at it and well, it
And
didn't
it
come back.
disappeared.
Yes, it didn't come back.
Yes, this is a thought.
What is it?
It is strong conjuration magic. Possibly a teleportation sphere of some sort, taking you to an unknown location.
No, I kind of like
I don't know.
it.
But I would be wary of it. Nothing in this place should be touched unless absolutely necessary.
I didn't trust much, so I was using my sword.
Good. Smart. Well, and he goes into the hallway that was the exit.
Did he say anything about the frescoes or anything?
He looks to the elf one and just chuckles and turns around and
Is that like, someone did a poetry or, something?
oh no, it just depicts one race of elf, the highborn. Find it interesting that it would be that one you pick. Nothing more.
Does this act like your brother or something?
No, but
You met the man.
no.
It's a thing.
Thank God, no. No, I am no brother to it. Just, I've read a lot about him.
Oh, you
could say he's
Effie,
my-
this man after your own heart.
You could say he's my area of expertise.
What area is that?
More necrotic, of course.
What's necrotic?
No. He then goes to the cobalt, says, and gets on his hands and knees and crawls out.
So before we get back out to the clearing, unless he's doing anything else, if he would like that.
Yeah, he's on his way out.
So the mayor is about to ask you if you can parlay between the town and the elves that inhabit the Clarenwood. Is that something that you're capable of? Is that something you're willing to
I would have been
accomplish?
willing,
They're asking us to do it.
I would have been willing to do it without even needing to be asked.
Oh, well,
This
that's
is
nice
a
of you.
tainted place and needs to be cleansed. And my people are the ones to do it.
Who are your people?
The elves of the Clarenwood, of course.
Oh, well, first time here, mate. This is all new to me.
Well, then you would want to learn fast, as they've been watching you this whole time.
Oh, lovely.
Not in that sense.
Alright.
Anyways,
So you like, what else?
he waves his hand over the entrance. On one of the walls, he places a sigil of some sort magically on it, and Anyways, he then turns to you all and, well, I believe we are done here. Shall we all return to town, unless you all have further business?
I have a bed that is calling my name.
Indeed, as do I.
Gavyn, buddy, I'm feeling kind of down. You want to carry me home? Please.
While he walks up to
Please.
me, I was sitting on the top of the burrow where the great wolf was sitting on, and I've been feeding the rations to the other wolves, just kind of hanging out with them.
I'll
Make
fix
me
your
animal
hammer.
Is
handling
there
check.
any way they could sense my attitude and start growling?
Make me an animal handling check. With advantage.
You smell like azure leaves.
They're not growling, and they're rather hesitant toward your food.
I'll fix your hammer, buddy. I promise. I promise I'll fix it.
And I start. Is everyone walking back down?
Yep.
Walking back down?
Don't be a
So-
dick, man. Come on.
So, Bolton, while we're here, is there any other messes that need to be cleaned up that you send random strangers to go fix for you?
No, not so.
Excellent. Perfect.
Perfect.
But I would imagine that something will eventually come up, and adventurers like yourselves can always fit the bill.
Oh, I'm no adventurer. No.
Really? Because your
I-
actions here speak to differ.
Oh, well, thank you.
And this is Colin speaking at the moment.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Doesn't necessarily mean good or bad.
To him, it's a bad thing. Obviously.
I can tell.
Yeah.
He seems very on edge.
Some are a little more prissy than others.
I like what I like, and I like what I like. Speaking of, what do you
I
think
cannot
about-
deny that's true. And this whole conversation is going on as you're
What am
walking.
I doing
But don't
today?
imagine you're standing still. while doing this.
Never mind. I was going to say thank you, but I'm not going to.
You return to town with the four woodsmen.
Straight to the tavern.
Straight to the tavern. It's a little tough as the halflings are now in the street, in the common area of the town greens, as they are setting up for a party for a well-earned victory on behalf of everyone. Ale is being served for free, turkey, ham, and pork cooked on a spigot, and those who are wishing to just simply go to bed may, free of charge this night.
Is anyone in the tavern?
Alton is just outside. He's helping bring things out to help feed the township.
Ephraim, I'll take part in a little bit of the party, but then after about 2 L's, I'll head up with it.
I'd keep an eye on him.
When we first get like there and the celebration starts, Vulas would totally like grab 2 drinks and then walk up to Ryker, like, hey, so here, this one for you. What you mean with the whole you are what you eat steak?
Oh, pussy.
Yeah, the whole pussy thing. I mean, obviously I called you a pussy, and I knew what that meant, but I wasn't quite sure about the whole follow-up statement.
Is this happening?
Apparently.
Is this gonna record it?
Where is it?
Do you still have your journal?
Well, yeah.
Oh god. Don't draw a picture.
I paint him a picture. I'm not very good at drawing, but, you know.
I would
painting
say
a picture.
roll me artisan's tools painting.
I have
Then
no
just dex.
21.
It's actually fairly decent.
I've seen a lot. I've seen a few, so you know.
I roll an intelligence check to
Intelligence
see if I know what the drawing means.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I explain it at the same time.
Okay, that's a 5.
I'll give you advantage because he's explaining.
I'm
everything.
explaining
Okay,
it to you.
okay. That's much better. 19.
Yeah, you know what he's talking about. Just
Okay.
thanks to his explanation, which is very
So
detailed
are you?
and experienced.
So are you a
Well,
virgin? Is that what you're
While
telling
they're
me?
doing stuff,
Of course
I went
not.
to find Ermin
No.
because I left Ermin in the
No.
cellar.
He
Feel
comes
kind
running
of,
up to you because you can
she.
communicate. She, right? She comes running up to you because once you're within 100 feet, you got that telepathy, and just jumps into your arms.
Rebecca, well, did you find anything fun for me while we were gone?
Let's see. Ooh. Do you have that PDF for the plants?
For those of you who are
I think I got it on my
with
laptop.
me, this is Ermin. Ermin, oh, you're not. This is Ermin. Ermin is my weasel familiar. She fetches things for me.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
If you want the rarity one, it's all the way.
She's technically a still. Her name is Ermin. Ermin Gerd.
Yeah, I got it. I appreciate it. But thank you for the
I was
explanation.
trying to get as funny as possible with all of them.
You have an interesting little berry.
Interesting berry.
If you want, you can roll an herbalism check to see if you know what it is.
I do not know it. Oh wait, I get that. Still don't know what it is.
So are you a virgin?
I don't know what a virgin is, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Like, no, of course not. No, absolutely not.
12. Are you learning it? So until you know what it is, it's going to be in parentheses and you don't know.
Okay, cool. And that's all that she's on?
Do a deception roll.
Oh, well, I rolled a natural 20. So
So are you lying to me?
oh shit.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Conversation.
I am. What's the ground made out of here? Is it like dirt road?
Dirt road.
I would like to take my heel and draw a very large circle in the ground just on the side of this part.
Okay.
Then I would like to stand in the middle of it
Mhm.
and say, alright, I've got 3 gold for anyone who thinks they can take me down.
Oh, and
Your Honor
I'm
comes
persuading
up.
you?
Okay.
Oh.
You're on.
Yeah, so I rolled a 6.
No weapons,
None at all.
no death.
None.
Then have at thee.
Seren is gonna start, she'll like, get up like a box or something. Go take a bet!
Bookie.
Take a bet!
So wait, what just happened?
He's
I
getting into
created
fist
a
fight
fighting
with-
circle.
He's getting into a fist fight
So
with
the halflings and some of the half elves are coming up and like, yeah,
Take a
yeah.
bet!
I got 20 or I got 10 silver on the orc, and no, I got a gold on the lady. I second that gold on the lady. Most people are betting on Kirana. So let's roll initiative.
I'll put a gold on.
Take a bet!
12.
Okay.
Wait, are me and Ryker
12?
close enough to?
17. So she'll
Okay.
go first. What?
Are we close enough to like witness what's going on?
So she just comes up and whack right in the jaw.
Are you like fisticuffs or?
Yeah.
Okay. 20 to hit. That hit. Okay. Third attack or second attack. That is 30
It's a hit.
to hit.
Your mother.
What? And 15 for the third attack.
No, misses.
Okay. So
She gets 3
Okay,
attacks.
see what's going on. I'm just like I'll walk
It's not
up
gonna be
to
good.
like the edge of the fight and be like, "God
I would
damn
have started
it,
raging
Gavyn!"
before the fight, but is it too late now?
too late
It's not your turn yet.
So that
She's about to
is
one-hit.
10
Well, I mean,
10?
and
This is gonna be hilarious.
21 total. Just goes whack, whack.
Alright, I'll go do a medicine check.
Oh no, he's unconscious.
Bravo!
Okay.
Bravo!
Wrong
Do it
people.
again! Do it again! What's up? Oh, he's really. Oh.
I'll walk up to like his unconscious body.
Ermine with a 20 for.
I lean into
stealth,
Ryker
clever,
and I'm like,
flight of hawk.
I don't
Gonna take
think
a couple of
he
steps back.
counts as a 1 minute man.
Probably that. So.
You, after
Sounds like I
that
have multiple
ending,
projects.
earn about 3 silver worth
Cool.
after the end, after doing payouts.
All right, so I walk up to his unconscious body, kind of lean over and be like,
Are you making death saves?
"Yeah, no, you were the dumb one." And then I'll stand up and start walking back towards the rest of the group.
After the fight, I'm gonna head up to my room. She
comes up to you and picks you up, slings you over her shoulder with ease, and takes you up to your room.
For
me? Yeah, you're unconscious, and when you wake up, you're in your bed.
Okay. Are there any bards in the audience?
I mean, my
Any
dad-
any bards?
My
Well,
dad
hold
is
up,
a-
just out of curiosity, wouldn't me and Gavin be sharing a room?
So
I mean, we hadn't really talked about it yet.
it's up to
I
you
mean,
guys.
me
You
and
all get a
Gavin,
room
like,
free
the
tonight.
past
I'll
the
have my
hit for the
room
past
on my
week,
own.
I imagine I'd be rooming with
I
him.
may be small, but I need my space.
Oh, there's halfling size rooms.
Yes, I need my space. You are all lovely. Kind of in the right light, but I need my space.
I would love a bard to sing a tale of the lovely, lovely bout, the lovely fight between Gavin, brave Sir Gavin, and Kiriana. Oh, if there was only a bard available to recount this wonderful night. You are so lucky.
After the fight,
After we get in there.
and the talk that I had with Ryker, I'd like to find Kieran.
Kirana? Or-
Yeah,
The one
Kieran.
who's
Okay.
like grabbing him.
Yeah, you grab him
Kirana.
and putting him on his bed. She's walking out of your room now.
Okay, so as she's walking out, I'm gonna have another drink in my hand, offer it to her.
She takes it.
So, Kiriana, what do you eat?
And splashes it in your face.
That is a perfectly non-sexual question.
I can see the intent behind it just from him.
Well, I mean, Anthony does. Does Kiriana?
That's
Let's see.
true, That's true.
Yeah, nat 20. I'm not going to change it if you want to see.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Just, asking someone what they eat, is pretty innocuous.
Well,
Can
yeah,
be.
but there's a difference between.
I don't know how you
And
say
she,
it.
you
What
could
do
say
you
she heard your previous conversation.
What do you?
Yeah, there's a difference between
And
saying like what do you want
in the face and pushes you against the
That is
wall.
weird and a little off-putting for a woman.
Yeah.
When I get to the room, I want to look at the Zapney book.
Okay. What are you trying to scan?
Just to see if I can understand any more of the formulas in them or whatnot.
Okay. We'll go over that in the aftermath.
Okay.
On the Discord.
Cool.
So, okay. Anything else for anyone?
I was gonna talk to you, but that's not super important. Are there any dead drops in Brindle? No. Okay.
So are you going to bed then?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll, unless, I would just, as I always do, I would, try and keep an eye on the mayor and anybody who looks like they're important in the village to see, try and, pick up any stray knowledge I might be able to use going forward. But if there's not, then there's not. That's fine.
Gotcha.
Being that it's been a week, actually at this point it's probably been like almost 2 weeks since my initial vision. And a week after meeting Gavin, I'm going to check on Gavin, make sure he's okay. Once I know he's okay, I would probably pray to God and kind of make an effort to be like, okay, am I on the right path?
Go ahead and say your prayer.
gone. I've been on the road for some time now, and you gave me a vision I really didn't need, nor did I want, but I'm following it anyway, and if you could give me some guidance, I feel like I could really use it right now. I need to know what it is that I'm working towards, because I really don't know, and to be honest, I don't know exactly what is right and what is wrong in this world, because there's so many things in this world that I just don't know, and you tell me to do good things, but what is good? Who is good? I really don't know, and I need your guidance. You want me to know who I am. I don't know if I want to know who I am, but if this is what you need of me, give me some guidance, please.
Yeah. Nothing happens after the prayer is said. And with that, everyone goes off to sleep, including you. And that's where we'll end this session for today.
Yay, session 1.
Nobody died!
What?